HCN Sports presents the High School Game of the Week, featuring the best in local prep sports from around the county. Brought to you by Harford Cable Network, your county connection.
Well, fans, we're back with you at M&T Bank Stadium. It's the second game of our doubleheader tonight. I mean, we're still in a let me try that word again, Mark. We're still celebrating over the victory that Joppatown had over the Bell Mountaineers 26-6 to win the state title game in 1A. And now as you look out on the field, this beautiful Ravens field, you see the Wolverines, who for all the world look like the Michigan Wolverines, versus the Aberdeen Eagles 2A state championship.
Yeah, if anything's like the first game, we're in for a real treat, and hopefully we can get another state championship out of the Aberdeen Eagles to bring home to Harford County. But it looks like they're very well matched up. We're looking over the stats right now. It looks like you got two quarterbacks that lead both of these teams, and Henderson for Aberdeen and Dorman for Potomac.
Well, you're right. I mean, when's the last time you saw two quarterbacks on two different teams playing each other who not only lead their team in passing, obviously, but in rushing? They are the leading rushers for their respective teams. And
that's a great threat because it looks like they both can throw the ball well, they both can run the ball well, and that's a double threat with them being in the backfield.
We had a chance to talk to Rigor Mortis, Charles Rigor Mortis, the AD at Aberdeen, downstairs, and I said, how's Aaron's ankle? He said, top notch. So the extra 3 or 4 days that we had because of the snow on Saturday means that his ankles had that much more time to heal, and he's ready to go now.
That's good, and that they definitely need a healthy Aaron Henderson to be out there to be competitive. So I'm sure he's going to shake off everything he can and leave it out here on the field.
You know, the difference between these two quarterbacks, Dorman, number 3 for the Potomac Wolverines, and number 4 for Aberdeen, Henderson. Henderson is 6'4", 225. Dorman is 6'3", 165. I mean, Dorman is fast, yes, but Aaron Henderson, like Jeremy Navarre in the first game that we had for Joppatown, is just head and shoulders a superior athlete to people that we face. He, again, as we said all year long, the X factor.
Well, he's a great asset to have on any team, and he's a big-time player, and he's done it out there on the field as a leader as well as a performer. He's the focus of that Aberdeen team, but don't forget, Aberdeen has a lot of weapons that they could use.
Oh, you're absolutely right. Carl Stokes, one of the great running backs who sort of subjugates his game to Aaron because Aaron is the star of the game. Devron Galloway, 26 catches this year, 510 yards. Ryan McVeigh, sort of the forgotten man, the tight end for Aberdeen, has 5 touchdowns. Galloway has 8 touchdowns. Henderson, 1,458 yards passing, 783 yards rushing, but Dorman, 2,162 yards passing, 23 touchdowns, only 6 interceptions, and 569 yards running. It could be the show, Dorman versus Henderson.
Yeah, I mean, first game we didn't see much passing. This game we may see quite a bit of passing, especially out of Potomac. But you talk about those weapons that Aberdeen has. We got several athletes that are all county and possibly all metro players. We got Henderson that made first team, Carl Stokes made first team all county, Devron Galloway made first team all county, Ryan McVeigh made first team all county, and Sean Lewis made first team all county. So those individuals are tremendous athletes and are able to perform out there, and it's exciting to see them out here, and we're excited to be down here to watch this game.
You know, Mark, and the good thing, too, is we were down on the field a little bit earlier. It's cold down there. There's no question about it, but it's no longer raining. We were told it was maybe we might get heavy rains, maybe as much as an inch of rain, but right now, no rain at all. So when we talk about a passing attack, we could see some passing in the second game.
Yeah, as long as balls are not as slick. That first game, that ball was slick, especially the first half. And so we're going to have to keep on, the ball runner's going to have to keep on running the ball in and out of the game and keep a fresh ball in there in order to keep it from being non-slick, I guess.
Yeah. That word you used before. There you see the Aberdeen Eagles on our near side. This time, instead of Joppatown like it was last game on the far side, we've got the Aberdeen team here on our near side, dressed in their blue with the gold trim and the gold numbers, of course. The Wolverines from Potomac, Prince George's County, just outside of Washington, D.C., dressed in, again, the spitting image of the Michigan Wolverines, even to the point of having that sort of crazy design helmet that the Michigan Wolverines wear.
Yeah, they look like an exact duplicate of those Wolverines.
And we are now having our national anthem as being played by the Potomac Band. There is the national anthem as played by the Potomac Wolverine Marching Band, and we're just moments away from the beginning of this game. Big game for the Eagles, and of course a big game for the Wolverines. Aberdeen Eagles led by Joe Harbert, their fine fourth-year head coach, Kevin Riley, Brad Spence, and Ed Dooley, also the assistants. Meantime, for the South Region 2A champions, Potomac, Eric Knight, their head coach, Marvin Jackson, Aaron Holder, Pat Burns, and Ronnie Crump are the assistant coaches. Aberdeen, the champions of the East Region 2A, and Potomac, champions of the South Region. Potomac got here by defeating Forestville, Glen Elk, and Eastern Votech. Aberdeen defeated Edgewood, Stephen Decatur, and last week in the rain, in the horrible rain out South Carroll, it was Aberdeen winning by 6-0 over the Cavaliers, and that sets it up for today.
What a game this will be. You can't ask for any two better teams that are probably very evenly matched here as far as speed, size, and game execution. It's going to be exciting what plays out here, and looks like Aberdeen's going to kick the ball off. Potomac must have won the toss. We missed the coin toss. Let me go over the referees right now. Head referee is Terry Posey. Umpire Steve Jordan. Linesman is Ron Miller. Line judge Bob Banicki and Dave Gardner.
Mark has trouble reading my handwriting. I don't understand that.
The back
Mark.
judge.
I have trouble writing, so I can understand why you have trouble reading. We're now getting ready for the kickoff. The Aberdeen Eagles versus the Potomac Wolverines for the 2A championship. Eagle kickoff, Cody Martin, number 8, the 5'7", 150-pound senior, getting ready to meet the ball, and we're underway as he meets a low line drive kick. It goes off the fingertips of the number 8, Adrian McLeod, and it goes out of bounds, and the Potomac Wolverines will take over just about at their own 28-yard line. That's where we'll start.
And it's going to be exciting to see, and hopefully it won't start off like it did last game, is with a lot of miscues on fumbles, and we'll see how the nerves of the players are here. And I'm sure
I'd take a fumble right here, Mark.
Oh,
Potomac could
definitely.
fumble for me. I wouldn't be opposed to that at all. But what a widespread formation, unlike the game that we saw in the first game. Wide receivers, 4, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Shotgun formation. Dorman, number 3, the quarterback. He's back to throw without a fake. Fakes once now, cuts it around the left side. He's got some opening. That's Henderson after him. He dodges Henderson and gets close to the first down, and I think he does have the first down.
What great vision he has had. Boy, I tell you what, Aberdeen had good coverage, but Dorman just kept scrambling around. He's very elusive and was able to get around the outside and he just got great mobility out there.
Well, he
Good
surely
balance.
does. You see that 6'3", 165-pound frame. Willowy, I guess, is the best way to say it.
I guess.
Yeah. First down and 10. Wolverines come back out again in that shotgun formation. Flag is thrown, and let's see what it is. It's thrown by the side judge.
Might be equipment.
It looks like it's going to be against Potomac. Yeah, it's an illegal procedure against Potomac.
5-yard penalty. It'll be first.
They're
and
pointing the
15.
fingers at Brandon Jackson, the 6'7", 340-pound junior offensive tackle. I'm not sure what he did, but he's too big for me to accuse of doing anything.
Yeah, he's a
Far
John.
be it from me to be calling him a man-child.
Yeah.
I would never do that again.
Yes.
You see him on the near side of the line here, number 55. Again, that shotgun formation, first down and 5. Dorman shakes one tackler, throws the ball. Was he beyond the line of scrimmage? He has his man. It's complete and out of bounds at the 15-yard line. The catch made by number, let's see, it's number 12 down there. And except I don't have a number 12 on my roster.
Dawson. First down.
I can't tell you who it is because they don't have an, oh yes they do. The away uniform is Keith Dawson Jr.
Aberdeen, 15-yard line.
It looked like he almost was beyond that line of scrimmage.
It was
Just
very
about.
close. Very close.
2 plays now. Potomac has driven all the way down to the Aberdeen 15-yard line, inside the 15 now.
Well, it looks like they live and die by the big play, and that was definitely a big play there.
Well, Keith Dawson Jr., the 5'10", 170-pound senior, well behind the Aberdeen defensive backfield.
Now this spread formation, when they're inside the red zone, it's a little bit more difficult to...
Looking for the touchdown. He's got a man. It's incomplete. Off the fingertips of Corey Coles. Coles had it but couldn't hold on to it.
When I was getting back, this spread offense is very difficult in a short field because you don't have the length of the field to work with. So, I mean, we're seeing a totally different type of offense here, and they're just opening up by throwing the ball. But Aberdeen needs to just tighten up their defense a little bit or come up with a big stop here. 2nd and 10. Watch for any type of miscue or misdirection or just quarterback keep because they like to keep the ball in Dorman's hands.
That is Dorman. Here he comes on that quarterback draw. Good tackle made on the inside by Aberdeen's Cameron Stokes. The nose tackle. Still a gain of almost 5 on first down. Actually on second down. 4-play drive started back at the 28-yard line of Potomac. Big plays by Dorman. That big pass play especially to Keith Dawson Jr. About a 60-yard pass play. 3rd down. A long 5, maybe a 6 yards to go. This time finally, for the first time, under center is Dorman. Back to throw without a fake. Has a man in the end zone. It's going to be caught. Touchdown, Potomac. The touchdown catch by James Nickens.
Boy, he threw that ball on a rope. I mean, that was nice route. Just cut his pattern off right in front of the defensive back there.
Dawson to Nickens, 15 yards on the touchdown pass. And breaking on top first with 10 minutes and 29 seconds to go in the first period. It is the Wolverines from Potomac. Boy, they look awesome out there the way they moved that ball.
They moved that ball quickly down the field.
6-0 to score, 10 minutes 29, going for 2. Dawson under center. Dawson into the end zone, incomplete. So the pass does not succeed, and that makes the score at 6-0.
I'm really impressed with Dorman's arm out there. He's got a rocket of an arm, and I'm very impressed with how he throws that ball.
Boy, me as well. And the other thing I'm impressed with is the protection that his offensive line gives him. Of course, Dorman is so mobile that he doesn't need a whole lot of protection.
And Aberdeen's just got to keep their head up here and just try to answer that with a score of their own, and not allow this to be a letdown for them. They just need to focus on what they have to do and come out with their game plan and not try to make a quick score, but control that clock like they've done all year and move the ball with some consistency down the field.
6-0 now. The Potomac Wolverines breaking on top. They'll kick the ball off. It's a high end-over-end kick. Beautiful kick. Willie Avery back at the goal line. Actually, Willie. Sorry about that, Avery. Avery brings it back just to about the 20-yard line. That ball was really touched off on the kickoff.
What a great kick that was. He took that ball down to the goal line. You don't see a lot of that happening in high school.
No, and especially it was very high, too. Sometimes you see a long kick, but it's so low that you out-kick your coverage. This time that ball was well up into the air.
That was a great kick. A lot of good coverage, minimal return. Aberdeen's got a long field.
Now Henderson, again, is the quarterback. The up back is Sean Lewis.
Looks like the Wolverines are coming out in a 4-4 look, cover 3.
That's Sean Lewis, who ran the ball, the 6'4", 235-pound senior. Carl Stokes, 33, is the tailback. Good gain on first down, and Mark, like you said, that's what Aberdeen needs to do. Don't panic. Play your ball game.
And that's all they have to do. They like they've done all year. They've controlled the ball, taken long drives, taking that time off the clock, and they got to keep that offensive Potomac off the field, and they got to control the clock.
Aaron Henderson calling out the plays. Henderson keeping the ball, has the first down, out past the 30 to the 34. Aaron coming up limping just a little bit, as you may be able to tell.
Yeah, he's definitely got a limp.
That certainly is not a good sign early in the ball game. Aaron's a tough kid. He'll gut it out, but if he's not able to really be mobile, that takes away a lot of his game.
Definitely, it will, and you hate to see that happen to Aberdeen, because that takes a lot of dimension out of their offense.
Stokes for the first time running the ball right up the gut. Following that big Aberdeen offensive line all year long, the offensive line, people like Theo Atkins, number 75, 6'3", 320 pounds. Also Stephen Maxwell, 6'3", 285 pounds, the two tackles. Pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 on first down. Second down, just about 7 yards to go, maybe 8 yards to go. Aberdeen down by 6-0, 8:49 left in the first. Henderson, short drop, throwing the ball. That's Galloway. And a flag is going to go down. Now let's see, are they going to call offensive pass interference or defensive pass interference? It could go either way.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're going to do.
It could be offensive pass interference because Devron Galloway definitely was pushing the defensive back. Yeah, and that's exactly what the Wolverines are saying. Offensive pass interference against Aberdeen. You don't often see that call.
Not a lot in high school, no. That was the right call because the defender had position. He established his position inside, and he has just the same right to the ball as the offensive player.
And actually, Devron did a nice job by preventing the interception. That ball was right in the hands of the defensive back. It's a big penalty.
He became a defender. He became the defender there.
Big 15-yard penalty, and now that'll bring up.
Well, I didn't know that was that 15-yard. I thought it was a 5-yard penalty.
That's a biggie.
That is a biggie.
That's still now third down. Big play coming up third and about 25 for the first down. The pass play is going to be tall, just off the fingertips of Aberdeen's Philip Brown, and that'll bring up a fourth down and punting situation for Aberdeen. 8 minutes, 35 seconds left in the first period. The Potomac Wolverines went right down the field on a big 72-yard drive, scoring on a 15-yard Dawson to Nickens touchdown pass. The pass for 2 failed. They're up by 6-0, and now Aberdeen will have to punt the ball away. Sean Lewis to meet the ball just about at his 12-yard line. Back deep for Potomac is Corey Coles, number 7. It's a high, wobbly kick coming down to Ronaldo Harold. Harold gets past the 50-yard line and finally taken out of bounds on a big hit by Sean Lewis, but not until he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line of Aberdeen.
That's coming back because there was a clip or blocking the back. We'll see what they call. But it's blocking the back.
Reynardo Harold, number 24, a little 5'6", 160-pound scat back. He caught that ball and just lit out around the near side. He got his clock cleaned by Sean Lewis at the end of that play as well. Good penalty in case, of course, if you're an Aberdeen fan, which we are up in this booth, because that'll negate that big run back and give the Eagles better field position. They're going to put the ball down. Let's see, they're marching it back. It's going to go just about at the 45-yard line. That's the 45-yard line of Potomac. Still good field position for the Wolverines. Aberdeen has to show that they can stop this excellent Harold Dorman. Double threat, both passing and running.
Coming out in here in a pro set here.
First time we've seen that set tonight. He's still back to throw as Dorman. Being rushed. Gets it off. It's going to be incomplete. Had a man open, but he couldn't get it there. And you know why he couldn't get it? Because Manu Cooper, the 6'1", 275-pounder, was bearing down on Harold. Harold threw that ball and ducked.
Yeah, that was great pressure by Cooper coming up through his gap there. He shot right through. He's been in the backfield every time. They just got to break down and try to control and contain Dorman and keep him from scrambling out.
Well, the other thing, Mark, that the Eagles' defensive backfield has just not been able to cover these wide receivers for Potomac.
Well,
they've been open.
They may have to go to a two-deep coverage instead of playing a cover three here, which is a three-deep. Each of them have a third of the field, and when they're spreading it out, they may have to go to a.
Here's the first straight running play around the left side. Good yardage. That's Titan Trebu. Titan Trebu, who's a 5'10", 180-pounder, picks up a first down into Eagle territory across the 40-yard line down to about the 36.
Boy, Potomac has really been impressive in how they're able to move the ball offensively. They're just a machine out there.
Titan Trebu, 5'10", 180-pound junior, shook one tackle at the line of scrimmage, and then he was off.
I mean, they are very fast. They're able to get outside, and they have a great passing attack.
Let's see what the Eagles can do. They need a big play right now. They need a turnover, perhaps an interception. Dorman fakes once, throws again, has his man complete. The ball thrown to Eric Westbrooks, the 6'1", 175-pound junior. Boy, what an arm Dorman has. He gunned that ball.
He's really got a nice arm. I'm very impressed with how he throws the ball.
Dorman is a senior, and I know he's probably out to prove something because it's Aaron Henderson who has the offer to go to University of Maryland, the scholarship. And, this is a big stage for Harold Dorman.
Oh, definitely. You got a lot. I'm sure there's scouts here tonight looking at players on both sides of the ball, and they're going to give a good look here.
Here's the give. This is Trebu again. Picks up not quite as much yardage, but still good yardage off the left side. Going to be hit and taken down by Aaron Henderson. Good to see Aaron playing defense because, with that ankle, you worry that, and I'm sure Joe Harbert wouldn't have him out there if he weren't 100%.
Well, we got to remember this is going to be his last high school game here, and we need to make sure, he's got to leave it out there on the field.
Right now, the Eagles need a break. The ball inside the 20 at the 19, second down and 5. Inside handoff to the fullback, still on his feet. That's Adrian McLeod. McLeod, only a sophomore, gets down very close to the first down.
Yeah, he's really close. Ball's sitting right at about the 10.5-yard line.
And they say it is a first down, 1st and 10. Terry Posey, the referee, signals the first down, and they could still get a first down without scoring. It's just outside the 10-yard line. 6 minutes, 55 seconds and counting. Dorman. And that has to be illegal procedure, and it is. Big number 55 for Potomac, and that is Brandon Jackson. Brandon is only 6'7", 340 pounds. Remember that old commercial, Where's the Beef? I think we just found the beef.
We found the beef.
Whew.
They got a good offensive line. Good size.
Good size. Brandon Jackson, 6'7", 340. He's only a junior.
And you have 56, Augustus Parrish, 6'4", 303.
And he's a junior also.
He's a junior. These
Wow.
guys are, that's beef.
They grow them big down Potomac way. Understand, Potomac is just a couple of miles outside Washington, D.C. It's a D.C. suburb in Prince George's County.
Yes. We went down there a couple years ago when I used to coach Edgewood. Went down there, and we actually picked up Potomac for a few years on our schedule. It proved to be a very good, very fast passing team. I mean, they were always able to throw the ball and throw the ball effectively.
Now, wait a minute. What's going on here? The official now has moved the ball back down. I don't understand that. It was illegal procedure against Potomac. I wish fans I could tell you what happened there. I don't know. It was supposed to be 5 yards against Potomac. I missed what happened that moved the ball forward. Dorman with the ball, rolling, being rushed. Let's see if they can catch him in the backfield. My goodness, is he quick. He's got a head of steam. Inside the 5, diving for the touchdown. He's in, touchdown. Harold Dorman, a 7-yard, actually an 8-yard run. It looked like for all the world that he was captured in the defensive backfield, but went in for the touchdown.
Yeah, he's a scrambler, and I'll tell you what, if they're unable to contain him, Aberdeen's going to be in for some trouble in a long night, because he probably ran 70 yards for that play.
And it looked like they had him captured in the backfield 2 or 3 different times.
They're not breaking down, and you have to break down to make the tackle. He's extremely elusive, and you know, that's just poor tackling, poor technique.
Aberdeen fans here on the near side, and a well attended Aberdeen group. Silent. They didn't expect to see their team come here and go down 12-0 in the first period.
No, definitely not. And Aberdeen's got to decide what they're going to do here. They got to
flag goes
pull
down.
their heads together,
This could be a delay. It is. No, it's a legal procedure, which will cost them 5 yards and move Potomac back 5 more to the 8-yard line, where they'll still try for the 2-point conversion. Now, Mark, you've been in this position as a coach before, especially a defensive coach. What can you do to slow Dorman down?
You just got to tell your players to be disciplined and break down when they're trying to tackle them, and they got to contain him outside. They want to keep him inside and not allow him to get outside.
Looking for the 2. Almost, he had it 3 times and never did catch it. That was Keith Dawson Jr. Boy, Dorman can fire that ball.
He is just extremely impressive. I'm very impressed with how this young man can play and throw the ball, and he's got some big time athletic ability.
Now here is the key to the game, I think, Mark. Right now the Eagles down 12-0. You can see on the sideline, if you're able to pick it up on your TV screen, that they're walking off the field. They're a little bit downhearted. They need a big play.
And yeah, and you got to change, and they got to try and do something here to change the momentum of the game. And by doing, they need to answer the score with a score of their own in order to stay in it.
And Avery Willie is a young man who can do it, number 2. I'm trying to pick up the number of that kicker. That's number 60. And I don't have a number 60 on my roster, I'm afraid. He's a young man who put it high and deep into the end zone. This time a great deal shorter. Coming down, it's going to bounce. Picked up by Willie at the 3-yard line. Cuts it back outside, and off his feet he goes at the 20. Big tackle made in there by Ollie Thomas, number 32. Eagles will put the ball in play at the 21-yard line, needing a big play from Aaron Henderson to get back into this ball game.
They just got to stay with their game plan. They really do. They had a big penalty there, but they were moving the ball, and they just need to go back and focus on their game plan and mix it up with a little bit of run-pass option.
In motion is Stokes. Inside handoff, that's Sean Lewis. Lewis is going to gain 7 on first down.
And they've just got to keep with that particular game plan. I don't know that anybody was able to stop Aberdeen all year on doing the, the option series with them, but they just need to do it.
Brian Scott, the 6'1", 310-pound senior center, leads his team out. Avery Willie in motion. Inside handoff, struggling for yardage, but not getting a whole lot, out to about the 29. That's again Lewis. He'll come up about a yard short, a long yard short of that first down.
But that's a manageable third down. Third and short's a good manageable third down. You don't want to get in those third and long situations. This is extremely manageable, and Aberdeen has a good opportunity to make it.
But a big play here. They have to keep that defense off the field a little bit.
Definitely, they got to keep the offense of Potomac off the field.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
They got to run a sustained drive.
And they've got the first down. That's Aaron Henderson. A little bit of a quarterback draw. All he did was drop back a little bit and then followed his right guard right up the gut. Picked up about 4 or 5 yards for the first down. Big first down for Aberdeen. They'll get a new set of downs. The ball at the 33.5, almost just about the 33-yard line. Flanked way out to the far side. That's Phillip Brown. One man behind Henderson. In motion now is McVeigh. Here comes Henderson again on the quarterback keeper. He's going to be driven back by those white-shirted Wolverines. Henderson, as you can see, his shoulder pads a bit askew. That's one of those words I learned at Edgewood High School.
Okay.
Yeah. I never knew what it meant, but I think it means it's a little bit crooked.
All right.
Yeah. Second down. Inside handoff. Good job by Stokes. He shakes one tackler, gets out near the first down.
He's close to the first down. That was good job by Stokes keeping his feet and squaring his shoulders. He squared his shoulders and was heading north and south up the field, and that's what allowed him to gain the extra yardage.
Mark, that was that inside handoff with the trap play. Explain how that works on the
Basically, what
line.
they do is you saw him fake the one player and come back, and they allows the time to get his blockers. His guard comes out as a lead blocker from the back side.
Another big third down play, Mark. Henderson looking for the yardage. I think he's going to be short. He needed to get the 43. I think he got the 42.
That's bad. That was a poor spot. I think his forward progress is a little bit further than what they.
This is going to bring up a fourth down. Yeah, they didn't. They gave him barely past the 40. These referees, are from Washington County, I understand. Bring in a punting situation for Aberdeen. They'll send in Sean Lewis, their punter. High snap. Lewis does a good job of getting it. Almost blocked. Very, very poor kick coming off the side of his foot and out of bounds. Almost blocked, just very, very nearly blocked. Good job by Lewis to get the ball and then to kick it away. With the body language of Aberdeen, you can see they are just a little bit disheartened right now.
Yeah, that was a poor punt. It was only a 7-yard punt, 6-yard punt. And that gives great field position. And that's almost like a turnover. And you may see Potomac air it out here in the first play to go deep.
We're still in the first period, 2 minutes and 37 seconds left, and already it's Potomac leading by 12-0. Harold Dorman, we heard a lot about this young man, and he's everything that we heard he was and more.
Yes, he's
Timeout for Dorman. He didn't like what he saw. Harold Dorman, the senior quarterback, 6'2", 165 pounds.
And he looks like he is he understands and manages his offense very well as a quarterback, and he's that leader for them. I mean, he just seems to have it all together for the Wolverines.
Neither one of these teams has ever won a state championship. Back in 2001, Potomac was in the state tournament game at least. 87-30 is their record under head coach Eric Knight. Knight has been at Potomac for 11 years. Joe Harbert, the coach for Aberdeen, has been there just 4 years. His record 23-17 at Aberdeen. Eagles this year the co-champions of the Harford County League along with Haverty Grace.
Right.
Defeated Haverty Grace on the last game of the season to pull into that tie with the Warriors.
Then we have Joppatown as a regional and state champion.
Yep, if you missed that first game, again, shame on you. Joppatown 26-6 over the Bell team from Western Maryland to win the Class 1A championship. Right up the middle.
It's a little counter. Reverse.
Good faking, too, by Potomac. My old eyes were faked out. Renardo Harold with the ball.
And Avery Willie came up and made a great stop from his cornerback position and stopped that to minimal gain.
Willie, one of the few juniors on this team that sees a lot of action. This is a senior-laden team for Aberdeen, unlike Joppatown that has a lot of juniors and a couple of sophomores sprinkled in.
Yeah, Aberdeen's loaded with a lot of veterans there, Don.
Gain of about 4, 2nd down and 6. The ball inside the 45 at the 44. Oh, what a tackle and a fumble. Let's see if Aberdeen got it. I think they did. Big break for Aberdeen. That's exactly what they needed. The hit made by Willis Boykin. Fumble recovery credit. I'm not sure who got the fumble recovery.
What a big break for Aberdeen, and that's what they're going to need. They're going to need those opportunities to cause the turnovers. And
Joe Harbert very happy. That's the head coach for Aberdeen. That's exactly what his team needed. Ball again at the 48-yard line of Aberdeen. Let's see if the Eagles can take advantage now. In motion, that's Stokes. Pass play incomplete, looking for McVeigh. Not sure exactly what happened. Looks like quarterback Henderson is patting his chest and saying, "My bad."
Yeah, I think there was a miscommunication between McVeigh and Aaron on that particular pass play, and
looked like it was going to be a tight end screen,
yeah,
but it just never got off the ground. Avery Willie comes in to give the play. 2nd down and 10. The ball at the 48. Aberdeen needs to take advantage. Still very much in the ball game, down 12-0 with 1:47 to go in the first period. Inside handoff. Probably Lewis as he goes into the center of that line. And it is. Gets it across the 50-yard line down to about the 46. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 6. Class 2A state championship game, Aberdeen Eagles versus the Potomac Wolverines from Prince George's County. Wolverines 12-1 on the year, Aberdeen 11-1. Aberdeen's only loss, Mark? Joppatown.
To Joppatown, that's correct.
The state champion Joppatown Mariners. Henderson. Incomplete as he's a little bit short of Devron Galloway.
And he's limping on that ankle. He's not able to plant and throw and get a shoulder square. That's why that ball's coming up short. And he's not able to push off of that.
That ankle was hurt late in the South Carroll game. That very sloppy, muddy game. He got his ankle caught beneath a pile. Same ankle, I understand, that he broke the year before. Or 2 years before. Was that as a sophomore that he broke the ankle?
Yeah, but he's been plagued with injuries with both ankles, I believe.
Yep. Lewis back in to punt the ball away. Off the side of his foot again. This one's going to go out of bounds just about at the, well, it stays in bounds, is it? No, it didn't. It did go out of bounds. squirted back inbounds. The official's going to put it down at about the 22.
And I think Coach Harbor's just punting the ball out of bounds and trying to get it out of bounds as much as possible because of Potomac's speed. Let's see if Aberdeen can contain Dorman here during this series. Big turnover would help him right here.
They got the big turnover, of course, at midfield on the fumble that Aberdeen recovered. Couldn't take advantage of it, so they need to prove to themselves that they can actually stop this team and then move it against them.
Yeah, they really do. A big stop here would be tremendous for them.
Dorman going to air it out. Almost intercepted. The closest man to the ball was Aberdeen's Jamal McDonald. He was looking for Keith Dawson Jr. Sorry,
there's that big play. I mean, they look. He'll throw the ball like that 3 times a series for that big play, hoping to complete it. And I'm telling you, they complete it quite often.
Well, he's thrown the ball for 2,162 yards this year, 23 touchdowns coming into the ball game, 101 completions and 211 attempts. That's about 48% completions. Now, that's not a great completion percentage, but the 2,162 yards, that's a lot of yards, and 23 touchdowns.
To throw a ball 211 times means you're a throw team first, run team second.
Here's Dorman throwing again. High and almost intercepted. Avery Willie came up. It went over the outstretched hands of Corey Coles. Willie was coming up to deliver a blow, and had he stayed where he was, he may have been able to intercept that ball.
Yeah, he committed to making the tackle.
Boy, I'm impressed with Dorman's delivery. He's got one of those sort of over-the-top deliveries that just delivers the ball.
And that's what scouts really look at. They look at keeping that ball high and having a nice high delivery, because when you're able to do that, you're able to have more control on the ball.
And then there's Phillip Rivers for NC State, who throws sidearm. So I guess it's not always how you do it. Remember Burt Jones with the Colts had that sort of sidearm delivery?
Throw.
He didn't do too badly either. Big play coming up, 3rd down and 10. Dorman, he's being chased. He's getting away from one man. Big tackle. Let's see if that's going to be short.
It's going to be 4th down.
Yes, it is. Well, yes, and it's going to be the punting situation. Great play made by Willis Boykin. That's Boykin's 2nd big play of the ball game. He calls the fumble a few moments ago. He caught Dorman just as Dorman was going to dive for that 1st down.
And that will give Aberdeen a big boost to stop for their defense in stopping Potomac on that particular drive. Big boost.
And now we'll see what the Potomac Eagles can do as they punt the ball away. They'll send back James Nickens to punt it. A wobbly end-over-end kick coming to the sideline and out of bounds is Devron Galloway. Really, that was more not end-over-end, but side to side. It was a strange-looking punt. Eagles are going to have good field position as they'll put the ball in play just short of their 40-yard line.
And that's the end of the 1st quarter. So we'll see them go in a different direction.
Maybe that'll help. Maybe it was the direction they were going they were having problems with. Well, again, thank you for being with us here at the M&T Bank Stadium where the Ravens play on Sunday afternoons, and where right now it's the high school kids playing on this Wednesday evening. What is it, December the 10th?
December 10th.
Yeah.
The latest Harp HCN has gone into the football season, hasn't it?
That is true. That is very true. 15 shopping days, or actually 14 shopping days left till Christmas, and Mark, I really haven't told you what I do want for Christmas from you, but anything. Just, I know it's the thought that counts, Mark.
It's the thought.
Yep.
And I just gave my thought.
I do have to tell you that Mark Lesminski bought me some nachos with cheese. I looked around for the cheapest thing I could find, $7.
You're worth every penny of those nachos, Don.
Yeah. Right, but I do have to pay you back, and I will on the way home.
Oh, no worry. Don't worry about it. Lunch is on, dinner's on me.
Those nachos were good, though.
So that nice, nutritious dinner of nachos and cheese.
The 4 basic food groups, there was fat and cholesterol, and yeah. Well, let's see what the Eagles can do now. They need to get a big play. Let's have a touchdown pass right here, Aaron Henderson. We can be homers now. We can root, can't we?
Sure. We're down here with our constituents here, and we're voting.
There's the pass. It's going to be almost intercepted. Is it? No, incomplete. That ball overthrown of the tight end McVeigh.
Aaron looks like he's a little tense back there in the pocket, and he's got to settle down. He looks like he's very uptight. Being this far into the game, he should be settled down. Seems to be second guessing, and you can't be tentative. You got to be decisive and make good choices.
We've seen Aaron Henderson just carry this team on his back during certain games of the year, and so far Aaron, as you said, is being tentative. He's certainly, the ankle has to be bothering him.
And that could be the issue.
Boy, what a play made by big number 74 Stanley Wiggins, 5'9", 240-pound defensive lineman, just broke right through and didn't let Aaron Henderson get started. Aaron is going to be spun around and taken down for a loss of about 3. They'll bring up a third down, and actually now they put it down at the 40, at the 37, so it's 3rd and 12. Big play coming up. Aberdeen cannot afford to go 3 and out.
Yeah, they got to put some points on the board, because you saw how quickly Potomac can do it, and they'll be able to answer as quickly as Aberdeen scores. So they need to just sustain the drive here and try to take some time off, as well as put some points on the board.
Henderson looking for a pass play. He's got Phillip Brown. Let's throw the flag. There it is. That's going to be pass interference. Corey Coles says no way. There was no way that ball could have been caught, and he's probably right. It was probably out of bounds, but you can't knock a man off his feet either.
No.
Big break for Aberdeen as they'll keep the ball now.
And that's just a 15-yard penalty.
But
so
it is a first down.
It's a first down. Ball will be spotted right about the 47-yard line.
Big break for Aberdeen. Nice pass play. Good to see Aaron be able to get out of the pocket, throw the ball on the run. Aaron puts, when he's healthy, Aaron puts such pressure on the defense, because I mean, you're talking about a guy 6'4", 225 pounds. He's not only fast and shifty, but he's powerful, and then he has that great arm.
He's multi-dimensional and can do so many different things well, and because he does have a great arm, and he can run the ball well, and he's a punishing runner to the defense, and him hobbling around out there just definitely going to be a detriment.
Well, let's see now if Aberdeen can come back and score, cut this lead in half. They're down by 12-0. Henderson looking for Galloway, incomplete. Boy, nice defensive job done on the far side by Adam Powers.
It looks like Potomac may be doing a little bit of man-on-man coverage, because that corner is bumping and running with him.
You think about it in practice every day. If you're practicing against Harold Dorman, you've probably got a lot of practice at playing pass defense.
I'm sure they do. And it looks like they two platoon out there with some of their players. I mean, some players go both ways, but it looks like they bring in a whole new fresh set of legs to go on the defensive side of the ball.
2nd down 10. Henderson cuts it inside, picks up 5 or 6, gets it inside the 30, the 45-yard line to the 42. It's going to bring up a 3rd down, just about 5 yards to go. Ten minutes, 41 seconds left here in the first half, down by 12-0 Aberdeen. Potomac scored the first time they had the ball, a 15-yard pass, Dawson to Nickens. I should say Dorman to Nickens, and then Dorman with an 8-yard run. That's the 12-0 lead. Not going to be able to get out of there. Aaron on the option. Boy, they did a great job taking away all of his options.
Yeah, they are. I mean, there's a lot of penetration there. There's a lot of the Potomac players were on the other side of the line of scrimmage.
Mark, that brings up fourth down. Looks like they're going to send in the punting unit. At some point, Joe Harbord may have to think, well, we've got to make something happen offensively, but I guess the chances, the odds of you being able to pick up 5 yards on 4th down, not real good.
No, it's not. And, This is a tough call. It really is, because this team's not scoring, and you hate to give Potomac the opportunity with the fairly short field. So you want to try and create an.
It's got to be offside. Yes, thank you. That's going to be close to a first down. Let's see when they mark the ball. It looks like 56, and that would be Augustus Parrish jumped offside. Let's see now. They're going to put it down just about at the 37-yard line, and that is right on. That should be a first down, and is a first down for Aberdeen.
We saw that happen last game a couple times, with Joppatown being the culprit of the infraction of jumping into the neutral zone. 2
big penalties here for Aberdeen kept this drive alive. One, a pass interference, and that a 5-yard penalty, which on a punting situation, certainly the kind of mistake that has to drive the coaches for Potomac crazy.
That's a big mental error.
Here comes Stokes. He's going to be hit and held. Good play. Sort of redeeming himself is Augustus Parrish. Big number 56. Augustus is 6'4", 303 pounds.
And he moves very well for a big guy.
Does. Yeah, he does. And he's only a junior also.
He moves very well.
Gain of just about a half yard. It's going to be second down and a long 9 to go. Clock is running, 8:35 and 8:34 left in the half. 12-0 Potomac leading. They've, of course, led all the way. Henderson. Lots of time, and now it's running out. Boy, big block. Henderson throws the ball. Caught! No, and now incomplete. Devron Galloway making the diving attempt. Well, nice block on that far side. I didn't catch the Aberdeen Eagle who took out 2 Potomac Eagle.
That was a good peel back.
Potomac Wolverine. Yeah, it was. I didn't catch his number. I'm sorry. We'll see that on instant replay.
Let's see if we can call that back up.
No, we can't. But you can see it on instant replay on Monday night when you're watching this.
Sure can.
Just hit your VCR and go back. And you can see who made that block. Big third down coming up now. It was a great try by Galloway, too, by the way, and a nice pass by Henderson going against his body. Shotgun formation. Gets it off. Has a man. That's Stokes. It could go. Touchdown, Aberdeen. That's what we needed. Aberdeen Eagle, a beautiful, beautiful touchdown pass of 37 yards.
What a great play by Stokes and a great touch pass by Aaron Henderson to get them on the board. That should get them a little bit of momentum going back on their side, and hopefully Mother Mo will go.
That was a thing of beauty. That ball was thrown right where Stokes could get it. Stokes used that speed, got the ball right on his fingertips, and then waltzed into the end zone. 37 yards, and now all of a sudden Aberdeen is back in the ball game, down only 12-6.
This is a very important point after.
Cody Martin's done a great job all year long. Ball will be put down by Devron Galloway. Martin, the senior kicker, 5'7", 150-pounder. The kick is up, and that kick is...
It went through.
Good. I tell you what got you, Nate, and it gets me too, is they have that screen, and it looked like it hit the upright, but it went right on through. 12-7 now our score, and now I feel a whole lot better.
Yeah, they're back in it.
And of course, if you were Joe Harbert, you would feel even that much better. There are the Aberdeen cheerleaders. You can see they're excited about it. Wonderful job, great job. Just when you needed it, Aaron Henderson showing that great touch. I know that has to make him feel a whole lot better too.
And that will let him calm down a little bit and give him some confidence. Not that much shakes him, but it builds a confidence boost and give him some comfort in what he's doing in this game.
8-play drive, 63 yards, actually 71 yards. Now I'll get it right, actually 61 yards. It was a 37-yard touchdown pass from Henderson to Stokes, the extra point added by Martin. 12-7. Martin now on a little squib kick. Taken at about the 25-yard line. Juking around and still on his feet. That's Ronaldo Harold. But he runs a whole lot of room north, left to east to west and up and down, but not far north and south.
Well, you can see, you know, they match up speed-wise very good. And Aberdeen's going to need that speed, and so is Potomac in order to catch each other.
Well, this is a great game. You talk about the first game when we saw Bell versus Joppatown, two very similar teams. Big, rock 'em, sock 'em, run the ball. And now you've got two teams, big, yes, but with a lot of speed. Two great matchups.
Yeah, they're very evenly matched.
Now let's see what Aberdeen can do if they can get the ball right back. Momentum back in their side now. 8 minutes to go before half.
Yeah, let's see what they can do.
Still with the ball is
bootleg.
Dorman. I'm here to tell you that I thought Dorman had given it away, and he's still on his feet and finally taken down on a saving, diving tackle by Richard Thornton. What a Harold Dorman's faking job was tremendous.
He just kept that ball the whole time, and the defensive end for the Eagles was just washed himself down inside and lost contain. And in that 5-2 defense, it's up to that defensive end to contain that quarterback and not allow him to get outside.
Dorman has that sort of Lenny Moore, the old Colt, where he gives you a leg and takes it away. He's just a very elusive runner.
He is. He's extremely elusive. And he did a good fake there.
Inside handoff, big tackle this time. That's made by Sean Lewis.
And Aaron stuffed the hole.
Tightened Trabou, the ball carrier. He gained about maybe 2 on first down. Big run of 25 yards on that previous play by Harold Dorman. If you just tuned in, we're at M&T Bank Stadium. Isn't it a beautiful place?
Oh,
goodness.
Great.
Looks great on TV, but you know what? It looks in person. It's very intimate. It's hard to believe there's 70,000 seats here. Everything close. There's not a bad seat in the house.
No, it's a great facility.
Dorman has a man. It's going to be complete.
Lost the ball.
Lost the ball. Let's see. Did Aberdeen get it? It was Keith Dawson Jr. with the catch. Coughed the ball up, and it looks like the Potomac Wolverines retain possession. It'll be very close to a first down.
Close to the first down, but I think it's third down and 1.
I'm so impressed with the way Dorman delivers the ball. Right on time, right on the money. Very tight spiral. Reminds me of the way that you used to throw the ball, Mark.
Actually, I could throw the ball very well.
Really?
I was a former javelin thrower, and I was able to chuck the ball.
There's Dorman with the first down. I was a javelin catcher, was my job. Wasn't much call for that, you know. Coach said, we have a job for you, Morrison. Be the javelin catcher.
It's not a long-lived job.
No, it isn't. No, luckily, I was able to miss most of the javelins. I wasn't very good at catching them, so I was able to have some longevity. Dorman picked up that first down, the ball at the 35-yard line. His 4-play drive started back on the 27. It's been all Dorman, 2 big runs and that pass play. Flag goes down. That could be delay.
Game, yeah.
We'll take every yard we can get at this point. That's what it is, delay of game. No, actually, it's illegal procedure. Not sure exactly what they did illegally, but the officials didn't particularly like it. It's going to cost them 5 yards. It'll back it to the 41, breaking down first down and 15 yards to go. Wolverines have to get down to the Aberdeen 26-yard line. Dorman still has it. Looking for his man. He's got his open man. It's complete. Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. That's Reynaldo Harold again. Reynardo. I'll get his first name right. It's Reynardo Harold. 5'6", 160-pound senior.
Well, you can tell their pass first team runs second.
Run the ball to set up the pass or just pass it indiscriminately.
That's,
You know, the thing about Dorman that impresses me so much, he not only has all those yards, he only has 6 interceptions all year. That's Trabue with the ball, got a blocker in front, but he also has Mr. Carl Stokes on his back, and down he goes, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
great play by Stokes, man. Great close. Carl showed his speed out there, being able to get outside to corral McLeod.
I love Titan Trabue. That's a great name. Titan Trabue. I just like saying it, Titan Trabue. Especially when he loses yardage, I like saying it. 3rd down now. This is the big one. Officials timeout there. Seems to be an equipment situation going on. And Jonas Alford for Aberdeen. Looks like he's having a problem with the snap on his headgear. M&T Bank Stadium, Raven Stadium. Everywhere you look is purple, and I think they painted it that just for Joppatown, don't you think?
Oh, I believe so.
The purple and white from Joppatown, the state champions in Class 1A. Back to throw, Dorman has his man, it's complete. Beautiful leaping catch by James Nickens.
Well, that was a great catch. I mean, he just extended every part of his body there. And able to come up with a big catch for them to continue their drive. I mean, I'm just impressed with how they can throw the ball.
And how they can catch the ball. Nickens, you go across the middle and you go up and expose those ribs. That takes a little bit of guts.
Yeah, that takes a lot of toughness, and you got to be tough to do that because you usually have linebackers sitting there ready to slobber knock you.
Slobber knock you. Did you all get that one? A man-child could slobber knock you. Slobber knock. Whew. Mark Busminski. 1st down and 10, the ball at the 17. Dorman still has it. Looking for his man, he's got it complete. Going in for the touchdown. Beautiful juke play by Corey Coles.
It's just a little comeback route, and he just turned on a dime and just turned it back into the field of play. And that's good.
Here comes a replay up for you on this play. Dorman to Coles. See the catch? Eluded 2 tacklers and right into the end zone, almost untouched.
Just a great little J move back into the middle of the field. That's what you teach. That's good coaching right there. Teach your receivers to turn on a dime once you catch the ball and turn it upfield.
Going for 2 now with the score already at 18-7. In motion is Dawson. Dorman being rushed. How elusive can this young man be? He's still on his feet. He is still on his feet. Oh my. And he throws the ball and it's going to be intercepted. So it is no good. That was an entertaining play. It didn't mean anything, but I'm telling you what, that young man, you know, you ever play tag when you were a kid?
Yeah, I always couldn't catch kids like that.
Well, that's what I'm
because they would
saying.
just run all over the place.
That's the kind of kid that just drives you nuts.
You just want to stomp on them like a bug, and you couldn't do it.
18-7 now, the score. Potomac, if anything has been good for the Eagles, they have not been able to make their extra points. And that's keeping the Eagles now within 2 scores.
Yeah.
18-7. Beautiful touchdown pass from Dorman to Coles. 4:17 left here in the first half. So, you know, we talk about Mr. Moe, and right away Potomac has taken the momentum back.
They just have, their offense is very explosive, Don, and I don't know if we've seen an offense this explosive all year.
Well, I know I've not seen a quarterback like Dorman. Now, I really like the Berry young man from Bel Air,
yeah.
who has a lot of similar capabilities, but not quite as big as Dorman.
No, not at all.
I say very young man because I'm having trouble. Is it Adam or Andrew? That's Galloway.
Go.
Galloway, a good run back up to the 35-yard line.
Aberdeen's got to try to answer this to stay within the stay in this game. They really have to answer here.
Yeah, a touchdown here, and Aberdeen goes into the halftime in really good shape, down 18-14. That's not bad at all.
No.
18-7. That's a different story. Just really happy to see Aaron Henderson be able to shake off that ankle problem. Certainly he's not at 100%.
No, you can tell because some of his the balls that he is throwing is they're just an errant throw, and you can tell that's affecting his
Here's a play.
ability.
He almost had Philip Brown. Well conceived play. Cutting inside was Galloway on the sort of scissors play. Brown went down, made a dive for it. That ball just a little bit tall for him. That could have been another 6 points that we're looking for.
Yeah, just a little bit off. Let him just a foot, probably just a step. And those are just timing routes. You got to time it just right. And if he would have waited another step, he would have got it and probably had him in the end zone for the score.
See Carl Stokes coming off the field. That kind of play that we just saw was exactly the kind of play that Aberdeen scored on a few moments ago. Beautiful timing route, ball perfectly thrown. That one, as you said, about a step too far. M&T Bank Stadium, home of the Ravens, and we talked about the Ravens as we sit here on a Wednesday night, having won 3 games in a row now, and heading out west to play Oakland, and then coming to play Cleveland, and then finishing up with Pittsburgh. Nothing is ever sure in the NFL, but if you look at that schedule they have and the way they're playing right now,
well, they control their region by it's in their hands
exactly,
right now.
Exactly. And Anthony Wright, what a great job he's done at quarterback since he came in.
Yeah, he's amazing. He's really turned that offense around and turned them into a scoring machine.
Well, let's see what Aaron Henderson could do with his offense now.
He's hobbling. He really is.
Aaron gains maybe 3. He'll take it up to the 40-yard line. And you can see he is really, really hurting with that ankle now. I'm not sure whether Aaron is going to be able to continue or not. It's that right ankle. You can see he's having a great difficulty putting pressure on it. But Aaron's a tough kid. He's not coming out of there.
Boy, that just takes a dimension out of their whole offense. Him unable to run is just hurts that offense.
Now you know they're going to pin their ears back, are the Wolverines, and come right after him, knowing he has to pass. And here he comes on the blitz, and down he goes. Well, that was predictable. You knew that all they had to do, Big 57, is Reggie Berry in on the blitz and the tackle. Lost all the way back inside the 30-yard line.
And you hate to see that happen to a young player, be hobbled by an injury.
That'll bring up a 4th down. Boy, as tough as Aaron is and as much as you know he wants to go, I just don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. You don't want to ruin anything later on.
Boy, how frustrated Aaron is. And you don't see him on your TV screen right now, but he's walking on the bench area.
Right now, if I was Coach Harbert, I would get him icing and then right now at halftime, let him go in there and then re-tape it up, and maybe tape over top of the shoe.
Those ankle injuries are like groin injuries or hamstring injuries. They just don't heal because you have to walk on the ankle and so forth, and it just continues to injure it.
Right. But they need to get that thing iced, try to re-tape if he has any chance of being productive in the second half.
Sean Lewis in to punt the ball away. He'll meet it from about his 20-yard line. High snap. Just barely gets it off. It's going to squibble up near the 50-yard line. And now the Eagles are in deep trouble. The ball on the 50, on about the 48-yard line, their own 48, with 3:06 left in the first half. They simply, obviously, cannot afford to allow Potomac to score another touchdown at this point.
Not at all.
Tough night for Aberdeen. They come in with high expectations, knowing that Aaron Henderson, the key to their ball club. And Aaron, quite honestly, has been hobbled from the beginning. As we watch him now on the sidelines, he's walking a whole lot better.
Yeah, I think they definitely need to do a retape on that ankle and just try and tighten it up a little bit. And I think there's a representative from the...
Dorman back in that shotgun formation. How elusive this young man is. Now he throws the ball. He's got his man. It's going to be complete.
Boy, he threw that ball across the field about 40 yards.
Corey Coles with the catch. Boy, did Coles do the smart thing. He saw his quarterback in trouble, and he came back to him.
That's just a well-coached passing attack. So give credit to the coaching staff over there at Potomac. The receivers just run good routes. They come back to the ball. They know how to elude the defenders.
When Cameron Stokes was in on Dawson, there he is again. I should say Dorman. I'm calling him Dawson. Dorman tackled after he gains a couple of yards. Play before, Willis Boykin, number 64, was in ready to make the tackle, and Dorman just gave him one of those head and shoulder fakes and said, "See you later."
Yeah, that's one of those juke moves that
You're right.
leaves part of your equipment on the ground.
We used to have a kid in our neighborhood named Dickie Yance. And Dickie wasn't particularly fast, but he was elusive. And we would play tag, and you just never could catch him until you got him in a corner, and then you just would pound him because
there are no corners out here, and it's going to be tough. It's tough for Aberdeen to contain Dorman out
There's
here.
The pass into the end zone, almost intercepted. Devron Galloway. Dorman takes a hit and he goes down. Just again a beautiful pass. When you talk about your classic passer, Warren Moon, I thought used to have that kind of motion, that the ball just came out of his hand and it looked pretty.
Yeah.
Vinny Testaverde has a similar delivery, that the ball just looks so nice coming out of his hand. Harold Dorman, his team up now by 18-7, threatening to go up even more with 2 minutes exactly left in the first half. Flag goes down. Aberdeen clapping. It looks like it may have been illegal procedure against Potomac.
But he fits a perfect mold of a quarterback. I mean, he really does. I mean, he's got all the tools. He does throw a nice ball, and you don't see a lot of that type of ability at this level.
Of course, you say that he's 6'2", 165, and that's not enough size to be durable enough to play the college football game.
Well, you never know. I mean, he's got a 6'2" frame, and that's a frame that's big enough to hold a little bit more weight, and the weights will put it on him. He's a tremendous athlete, and has the ability to do that.
Flag goes down again.
That's going to be procedure against.
Well, now maybe we found the secret to this team. Just let them illegal procedure themselves back 50 yards the other way. Some years ago, I was covering a football game for a local newspaper, Edgewood against Howard County. It was long before your time. Bud Coakley was coaching. Forrest Wiest was the assistant coach, and I think Forrest will back me up on this. They made a bad call, the officials did, against Edgewood, and there then became a couple of unsportsmanlike conduct. Edgewood was on their 20-yard line, let's say, of Howard. By the time the officials got finished, they were on their own 20. Never seen anything like it. Here comes Dorman. Throws the ball. It's going to be almost intercepted. Thornton with the break up there. Richard Thornton for Aberdeen.
Looks like he may have a holding here.
Yes,
against
and
the Wolverines.
Hey, I think I've come on something here.
Yes, Don, I think you've jinxed them.
Thank you. Have you seen the TV commercial where the horses are standing around watching the zebra looking into the
Yeah, looking into the
into
replay
booth.
Yeah.
I think that is neat. What do you think of instant replay in the NFL?
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. So
You know, I really like they declined the penalty, by the way, does Aberdeen. Mark, that's what I like about you. You're very decisive. Sometimes you make up your mind, and sometimes you don't.
well, I mean that's the truth of the matter, Don. I mean,
Punting formation, by the way.
for the
Good
most
job
part,
by
I think it does the league well. Are they right 100% of the time? Absolutely not.
High snap. He gets it off, though. Ball's going to hit and come back toward the Wolverines, and it dies nicely for Potomac. The ball will be on about the 16-yard line with only 1 minute and 47 seconds to go in the first half. Aberdeen down by 18-7, and here's a dangerous situation for Aberdeen. Your quarterback is hobbled. You need a touchdown, but a turnover here, giving the Wolverines the ball deep in your territory, would be deadly.
Yeah. Maybe they made the choice. Let Aaron make this choice himself.
And coming back in, you mean?
Yeah.
There you see Coach Harbert. Got that worried look on his face. What a fine young coach. 4 years coaching. And when you see some of the older coaches leaving and you say, well, who's going to replace them? There's somebody that's going to replace them. Joe Harbert is going to be around for a long time. Henderson being rushed, gets it off, almost intercepted. Double covered there.
It was a nice ball by Aaron. Aaron had a little zip on that ball.
Philip Brown, the ball off his fingertips. So two of the white-shirted Wolverines had a chance at making the interception, especially number 7, Corey Kiles. I should say Corey Coles. Coles has a touchdown pass himself from Dorman of 17 yards. See Coach Harbert talking to his excellent running back, Carl Stokes. Here's a pass play. McVeigh has it. It's complete. Up to the 35-yard line.
That's a clutch reception by Ryan McVeigh there. He comes up with some big catches in games. He's done it at both games that we did this year, and here he comes up with a clutch catch in this game.
6'2", 220-pound senior is Ryan McVeigh. Second leading receiver on the Aberdeen team. He's got 20 catches this year for 408 yards, 20.4 per catch, and 5 touchdowns. Second only to Devron Galloway. Galloway with 26 catches for 510 yards, 19.6 and 8 touchdowns. Timeout on the field, 1:34 left. First down for Aberdeen, the ball just about at the 35-yard line. Eagles 65 yards away from pay dirt. This drive started back on the Aberdeen 15-yard line. Eagles down by 18-7. Nightcap of our doubleheader from M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore, Maryland, home of your Baltimore Ravens. See, all of a sudden I'm on the bandwagon now. You know, 3 weeks ago I said Baltimore what? Ravens what? Now all of a sudden I'm a big Ravens fan. I know, Nate. I'm that way. They win, I love them. They lose. Who are they? I don't know who they are. Pass play looking for Galloway. Incomplete. Defensive job done by Adam Powers. Nice pass play by Henderson. Galloway had a shot at it.
That was good coverage.
It was very good coverage.
It looks like they're just playing straight up man coverage here.
Well, they have the kind of, as you say, and I really mean it, in practice every day when you're facing Dorman, you learn to play pass defense.
Well, it forces you, and it's a great way to practice. And that's probably why they two-platoon a lot of their players out here.
Aaron Henderson calling his halfbacks up close to him to pass protect. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, and it looks like a fumble. Let's see now. Are they going to say it's the ball was down, or are they going to give it to Potomac? Yes, they say it's Potomac's football. A diving tackle made, I believe, by, it's either number 4, Kirk Jefferson, or number 44, Sean Crow. Crow came up with the fumble. Going to see a replay on that one. You'll get to see the tackle and see if the ball was out before he went down. It's number 8, actually, who made the tackle. Oh, he's down. He's down. That's a bad call. Adrian McLeod is number 8 who made the tackle.
Yeah, it looks like the ground caused that fumble, and that cannot happen.
That's a very, very, very tough call against the Eagles. Minute 20 left. Dorman, flag goes down, and finally Dorman goes down.
Well, there's going to be a hold here, and then they need to take this penalty and move him back another 10 yards.
With Cameron Stokes, you could see he was so happy to finally get his arms around that elusive Dorman. Backfield in motion. Holding. Let's take them both. Can we add them to do them?
Just get one.
I guess they'll take the holding penalty, I would assume. Although Dorman lost some yardage, so they may just go ahead and take the play.
You almost need to take them back and move them, lengthen their field.
Minute 13 left here in the half. This Dorman is an exceptional athlete. And
he's so elusive.
I think the field, he really loves this because of the way that you can cut, and you don't have to worry about losing your footing.
It's such a fast playing surface, and it's amazing.
From everything I've heard the athletes say, they love playing on this field because it is not like typical artificial turf, as you say, that's very hard, or that your spikes lock into it.
Well, it gives you a good grip. It allows us, you can play with tennis shoes or spikes on this because of the way the turf is weaved.
Dorman, 1st and 20, gets it off. He's got his man. It's complete. And he could go in for the touchdown. The he being Corey Coles. It is a touchdown. And that ball from the 45-yard line.
Yes. And
it's Dorman to Coles. And
I'm surprised there's not an unsportsmanlike
that is
taunting.
A killer. That's now 24-7. That play coming with 57 seconds left here in the first half. I'm telling you, this Coles young man too, what elusive he is. That's his second touchdown pass in a row, one at 4:17. Here comes the replay. You'll see him being hit, a beautiful pass. Now watch this, he eludes 1, 2, 3, and goes in to the end zone. And the point after is good. And now it's 25-7. And all of a sudden, it is tough for Aberdeen at this point. They need to get some big breaks, meaning some turnovers, some interceptions, things like that.
Yes, they definitely do, and it's tough to come back with such a potent offense.
When you look at
Potomac has.
You look at Potomac, the only loss they've had this year was against Douglas of Prince George's County, that 27-6. Douglas finished the season 11-0. They won by 15-0, 12-6, 46-6, 16-7, 21-20 over Surrattsville, 14-6 over Forestville, 47-6 over Crossland, 41-8 over Fairmont Heights, as Avery Willie is returning the ball, looking for a big play. Being hemmed in, and down he goes short of the 20-yard line. Then in the playoffs, they defeated Forestville 50-27, Glenelg 26-21, and last week defeated Eastern Votech to get into the finals here. And right now, unless there is a big turnaround, it looks like the Potomac Wolverines will go home with the Class 2A state championship.
Yeah, I mean they just are like a machine out there, well lubricated machine, and able to just get out there and do whatever they want.
You know, bad breaks and missed calls are part of football. That fumble that we saw, there we are. Hello, folks. Then run by Stokes. That so-called fumble that we saw just a few moments ago, that Aaron Henderson was called for fumbling the ball, that could be the key play of the game. From 18-7 to 25-7. 18-7, yeah, it's a deficit, but it's manageable.
Yes.
25-7 gets a lot tougher. Not that I'm whining about officials' calls.
Well, that was a missed call. It was definitely a missed call. I mean, or improper call.
The give to Stokes. Looks like Aberdeen, with now 7, 6, and 5 seconds left, content to let the clock run out and go into the halftime locker, except now that it looks like Potomac has called a timeout.
Well, they're ruthless. They'll take any minutes on the clock because they are such a quick.
No, and now they do start it. They didn't call the timeout. They were resetting the. Now Aberdeen calls a timeout with 2 seconds left. Not sure what that's about.
I don't know, but with that left on, it looks like you set up a Hail Mary, but you got to be careful you don't throw a pick and have it returned against you.
If you look across the field, I'm trying to, speaking of mascots before, you see Joe Harbor talking to his team, trying to buoy their spirits. I guess that is a Wolverine over there, isn't it?
I believe that's a Wolverine. We don't see the Aberdeen Eagle. They used to have a mascot. I didn't see the Aberdeen Eagle down.
The far side, if you look, let's see, now, if you look off to your right, now he's walking out of the view. Walking down along about the 20-yard line goes the Wolverine. So that's what a Wolverine looks like, huh?
Yes.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. Here's the last play of the half, unless there's a penalty, and it is the Hail Mary. Devron Galloway goes up. It's going to be incomplete down at the 20-yard line. No flags down, and so that will be the end of the first half of play with our score, the Potomac Wolverines 25 and your Aberdeen Eagles 7. But, don't give up, fans. We've got 24 minutes left in a football game, and Mark, as folks know, anything can happen, and often does in football. So do stay tuned. We'll come back in just a few moments with the second half of action. It's Aberdeen versus the Potomac Wolverines for the Class 2A state championship. We'll be back in a couple of moments. We're back with you at M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore, Maryland, the home of the Ravens, and witnessed a first half, Mark Wisminski, that honestly, as an Aberdeen fan, one that you would just as like to forget.
Yeah, it's seeing Potomac come out here and put a hurt on Aberdeen as they have done, but with their offensive machine of Mr. Dorman at quarterback, has just really put a hurt on Aberdeen with his passing game.
Stats given to me by Mr. Rob Magnus and Mr. Heidel, Mr. Chris Heidel. Dorman 5 for 12 for 159 yards and 3 touchdowns. 2 of those touchdowns going to Corey Coles, 71 yards, 2 touchdowns. Dawson 88 yards, Vickers 18 yards, McLeod 1 for 4, Harold 1 for 3, and Trabue 3 for 29. Meantime, for Aberdeen, Henderson just 2 completions in the 11 attempts for only 22 yards, 15 of those going to Ryan McVeigh. 62 yards, all-purpose yardage for Stokes, and the touchdown, the 35-yard touchdown pass, 6 points. That's the only points for Aberdeen. Of course, the Cody Martin, the extra point. And that's where we stand at 25-7 at halftime. The Eagles absolutely, obviously, this is one of my profound statements. They need to score some touchdowns quickly early in the third period to get back in the ball game.
Yeah, they get the. Are they starting with the ball?
They do start with the ball.
I believe
right.
they start with the ball.
Right.
I couldn't remember. I could not remember whether or not they've received the ball or not.
Do you notice how you have a little senior moment, and right away the young kids want to jump on your case?
I had.
Someday they're going to be old. Someday they're going to be old.
Senior moment.
We'll be in our nursing home. We'll say, "Hey, look at your young whippersnapper,"
But they definitely got to score. They got to put some points on the board and.
There you see some of the Eagle fans, and you can see the rain now, which had relented at the beginning of the game, now coming down in earnest. Actually, in Baltimore.
Definitely is coming down much harder now than it was at the beginning.
Of course, the field, we don't worry about mud. We don't worry about, slippery field. The field is fine, but the ball, very, very difficult. As you see now, the rain falling and the lights here at M&T Bank Stadium. Here comes Aaron Henderson onto the field as we watch him sort of hobbling. He definitely is not at 100%, not even near 100%.
Yeah, it looks like it's getting worse. It's probably swelling up on him. I don't know if he was unable to get it, he was able to ice it at all or not, if they just put a tape job. If they just retaped it, then he's going to be hurt and pop.
Now, Aaron Henderson is one of those few kids anymore who plays 3 sports. He's an outstanding basketball player and an outstanding track and field performer as well. And obviously, Coach Hart, the basketball coach, sort of holding his breath, I'm sure, as we looks toward the basketball season. Unbelievable. This coming Tuesday night. Now, get this. Aberdeen-Edgewood basketball this coming Tuesday night. When's the last time you knew Aberdeen and Edgewood to play before the holidays? They'll be playing at Edgewood next Tuesday night.
Yep, the 18th. Is that the 18th?
16th.
16th,
yep.
Right, 16th.
Now, the problem, of course, with Aberdeen, the negative thing being in the playoffs the way they are, a lot of their basketball players are going to be playing football still or still in football shape. And, of course, with Aaron, he's going to have trouble with that ankle. Well, here we go. Let's see what the Eagles can do now. Avery Willie catches the ball at about the 8-yard line. Let's break one, Avery, right now. Looking for some room up to the 33-yard line. So the Eagles will start in fairly good field position from their own 33-yard line.
Ball spotted at 28, Don.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, thank you for that. That's why we have 2 people here. Would be the 28, right? The 30 to that side would be less, and to the other side would be more. 28-yard line. Thank you, Mr. Mark Wisminski. Not only a color man, but somebody who can tell the yardage as well. Stokes now around that right side. Fumble. Let's see. I think he was down. We have to be a little unsure because of that call that was made late in the first half that really hurt the Eagles. Have a player down for Potomac. It's been a fairly penalty-free game and also an injury-free game as we go into the second half.
It looks like, if I could look at Aaron through that face mask and see Aaron's face, I guarantee he's got to be wincing a little bit. Let's see if we can.
Yeah,
they're checking it out right now. He's checking to see what he's able to do. He's definitely.
You notice the Eagle coaching staff in their shorts tonight, the Kevin Riley special, where it seems like he sets the tone and all the Eagle coaches have to dress in shorts. It's cold out there.
Yeah, I can remember several years ago, and it was freezing cold. And I was coaching at Edgewood at the time, and their whole staff was in shorts across the field, and it was cold. It was freezing, and they were out there in their shorts.
See what Henderson can do here on second down. That's Stokes. I'm looking on the far side of the field. You can't see it here as you're watching your screen, but I'm seeing Dorman walking onto the field. Harold Dorman, the great quarterback for Potomac, without his helmet, and he's surrounded by 2 or 3 coaches. I'm not sure if that just means you get the star treatment, that you get to come out late, or was he perhaps injured sometime before the half?
Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. I didn't see him going off the field as being an injured player, but
and he's walking under his own power. He seems okay, but he doesn't have his helmet on, and yeah, maybe that's just what you get to do when you're the star quarterback. Stokes, big 3rd down play. 1st down, Stokes. Good job by Mr. Carl Stokes.
And that play seems to have worked all night for them. So they need to come back and just continue. Run the same play again and see if it's going to work over and over. Run it until they stop it.
But Marcus, you said too, no time to get out of your game plan. You're down by 25-7, but you can't get back all those points, 18 points or whatever it is, overnight. You've got to get it one at a time. So score, get the ball back, score again.
Yeah, they got to stick with some sort of game plan that they're successful at doing.
That's Stokes off the right side.
It looks like they're going to be content with trying to run the ball, because Aaron's very tender on that ankle. He's not going to be able to plant, set his feet and plant properly and get the correct throw out.
I don't know if you were in this area when Charlie Ekman, the old sports commentator in this area, he had a saying that it's a very simple game. Everything was a very simple game, and the simple part of the game here is you just have to score touchdowns and not let them score touchdowns in return. Sounds simple.
Well, that's a true philosophy.
Thank you. Stokes knocked down, almost no gain at all. That's going to bring up a key 3rd down.
But you can see how the game has evolved over the years. It's so complex now with the multiple, you got multiple looks on offense, multiple looks on defense, and disguised coverages and disguised certain looks so your offense doesn't check off, and it's just become so complicated nowadays.
So you're saying it's not a very simple game?
Not now.
Okay.
Not today. I mean, I think the way it has moved with the, I mean, you got teams that run like the wing T, which is a very complex scheme of things, and it just makes the game a little bit more interesting, as well as I think difficult.
That was, by the way, Augustus Parrish, number 56, big 6'4", 303-pound defensive lineman for Potomac, knifing through and knocking Stokes down for no gain, and it brings up 4th down, and now Aberdeen will have to punt the ball away. Sean Lewis will meet it from about his 35-yard line. Good snap. Another one of those wobbly kicks off the side of his foot. Ball is going to roll dead just about at the 36-yard line. Sean's had a tough time punting tonight. I guess the weather and the pressure from Potomac just made it very difficult for him to punt the ball.
Yeah, plus I think he's trying to punt it out of bounds, and that's believe it or not, it's a difficult thing to do, to try to get distance as well as angle it out.
Oh, yeah.
It's very difficult to try to place it.
That means Potomac will have the ball, and now let's see if Harold Dorman does come back in. It's just an unusual thing to see the quarterback. Looks like he is not going to be back in the ball game. It looks like instead it's number 12. Is that Keith Dawson Jr. playing quarterback? That's who it is, Dawson at quarterback. Back to throw, though. Throws it out of bounds. That's an unusual thing. Maybe he's ill or something. I did not see him get injured.
There was a player that was left on the field, and I think very possibly they brought the stretcher out. I saw it right before halftime.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure. I couldn't pick up the number on the player who was leaving the field, and that could be a very possibility of a concussion. And he may be taking that in the precaution, and just we'll have to maybe find out, see what happened.
Here's Dawson. Beautiful play made on that corner. Looks like it could be McVeigh, and it is McVeigh, Ryan McVeigh, who from his defensive end makes the tackle.
If Aberdeen can come here and get a 3 and out and try to put something together. They're going to have to stretch the field and go vertical against this team.
Yeah, because it's 7:55 and counting left here in the third period. But you can really see the difference, and not taking anything away from Keith Dawson, but Dorman, who just ran that play and made Aberdeen miss and put the Eagles under such pressure. So far, Dawson in his first 2 attempts has not shown the same ability.
There's a definite difference. You got a size difference, and a quarterback that small and a line that big is going to have some difficulty seeing over that pocket, because they do a lot of straight drop back.
The delay, and that's going to back them back 5 more, and it'll be a 3rd down and 17 to go for the first down. Again, like you said, Mark, if they can stop him here and force a punt and get a good return, get a quick touchdown, it has to buoy their spirits, and now you're only down by 2 touchdowns, and then you're back in the ball game. Football, a game, I think, more than any sport I know of momentum.
Right, and remember the Aberdeen-Edgewood game when Edgewood was up 21.
20-0, that's right.
20-0, and Aberdeen came back to win that game.
Dawson gets nothing on that quarterback, and actually Edgewood had a chance to go up 27-0, and fumbled the ball away. I forget exactly what happened, or else Aberdeen certainly would not be here. That's the first round of the playoffs.
That's correct.
Well, the Eagle defense has done exactly what it had to do with 6:45 and counting left in this third period, forcing the punt. Now Avery Willie and or Devron Galloway, number 2 and number 10 respectively, need to come up with a big, and it could be blocked. It's blocked. The ball is blocked. Blocked by Carlton Stokes, recovered by Ryan McVeigh, and the Eagles are in business at the 25-yard line.
That's a great presence by McVeigh to know where the ball is and just come up with a big play, recovering it in their end of the zone.
Here we go with the replay on this. You see the punt block, the block by Stokes, and the recovery by McVeigh. Dangerous play by McVeigh, but he was able to maintain his focus on the ball and took it down to the 25-yard line. Now a touchdown here, and like you say, we are back in the ball game. I see Dorman over in the sideline now running around like he wants to get back into the ball game. Here's the pass play, almost intercepted. Triple teamed was McVeigh. McVeigh and Galloway in on the play. 2 of the defensive backs run together. Adam Powers 5 and Byron Matthews 6. They're both okay. As you look across the field, Mark, you see the lone man about the 45-yard line. Check at 35-yard line. That's Dawson. He's trying to convince his coaches that, I should say Dorman, trying to convince his coaches that he's ready. Right now, though, the Eagles have to take care of business. They've got to score right here. Inside handoff. That's McVeigh. McVeigh down to the 21. He'll come up about 5 yards short of the first down. (25-7) our score. 5:55 and counting left in the third period. We're at M&T Bank Stadium, home of the Baltimore Ravens, and right now host to the Joppatown Mariners versus Bell. That Joppatown won in 1A. The game you're watching right now, the 2A championship game, it's Aberdeen versus Potomac. Eagles on the attack. Henderson.
Territory.
Henderson is to be hit and held.
That's a tough call. They're going to stop that with him hobbling like that. He's just, it's difficult for him to move.
That's the bread and butter play for Aberdeen all year long, that quarterback draw. Tonight it hasn't worked for a couple of reasons. Number one, because Aaron is hobbled, but boy, you've got to really give the Wolverines a lot of credit. They've done a nice job.
Yeah, definitely.
Looks like Augustus Parrish hobbling off. It's a big loss for Potomac as well. He has played a wonderful game for Potomac all night long. Well, Mark, here's the big one. 4th down and about 4 yards to go. Aberdeen simply has to convert to get the first down at this point.
This is a big play for them. They need to get it here.
Inside 5 minutes left in the third. Henderson, pop pass, McVeigh, first down, inside the 10.
Great play there.
I think we just saw one of your, what do you call that when somebody gets plastered?
That's a slobber knock.
No, you called it a
Decleater?
A decleater. It looked like number 74 for Potomac after the play was over came through, Stanley Wiggins. Here's a replay of it. You may see Wiggins just get pancaked. Looks like we're going to go with the play right now. We may see that play in just a moment. First down and goal. The ball inside the 10 at the 9-yard line. Here's the pitch. That's Stokes. Following a blocker. Cuts it inside. Touchdown, Aberdeen. Stokes from 9 yards out.
And that play has worked all night. That play has worked all night for Aberdeen.
Carl Stokes following his blockers around that left side. Touchdown Aberdeen. Now 4:33 left in this third period. And Aberdeen back within 25-13. They're going for 1 point to make it 25-14.
And that's just a simple toss sweep there. And great blocking out there for Stokes. With Stokes' speed, he's able to get outside and into the end zone.
Here's Cody Martin to add the extra point. Nope, it does not work. They never got the ball down. So 25-13 is the score. Eagles down by 12. Back within 2 touchdowns.
Still a lot of time left on.
Sure is, with 4:33 left in the third. That's over 16 minutes left in this game. Key to the game, of course, Dorman for Potomac. Will he come back in? He was warming up a few moments ago. We have no idea what the difficulty is with him. He doesn't seem to be hobbling or showing any signs of injury, but just very unusual to see him come walking out on the field by himself and without his helmet. And then, of course, he didn't play the first series.
And that's hard to tell what his injury is. We don't have anybody on the sidelines to give us an updated injury report, so we're just guessing up here.
And the rain falling harder all the time, so all that has to work in the benefit of the Aberdeen Eagles.
Yeah,
they can run the ball.
They can run the ball, that's correct. And that's all they did. They went back to their game plan of just running the ball and able to execute and come up with the score.
Of course, the block punt was the big play as well. Uh-oh, here we go. Got to catch him, and McVeigh again. Flag down. Flag down back at the 25-yard line. Reynardo Harold almost broke it, but it looks like the penalty is going to be back at the 25, and that should be holding or a block in the back or one of those. Yep, that's what it is. So that'll put the Wolverines back deep in their own territory. Number 3 is on the field. That's Harold Dorman. So after sitting out that one series in which Keith Dawson Jr. wasn't able to do a whole lot against Aberdeen, Harold Dorman back in the ball game.
Yeah, but Dorman's not moving all that well because I was watching him a little bit, trying to warm up, and he seems like he's hobbled a little bit also.
All he did in the first half, 5 completions, 3 of them for touchdowns. 159 yards on 5 completions.
Some of those are very long stretch where they stretch and go vertical on this Aberdeen team, and they were just able to come up with some big completions.
Well, here's a key now. Aberdeen has gotten the momentum back. They blocked the punt, the beautiful block by Stokes, the recovery by McVeigh. As you see the Aberdeen coach on the sideline trying to fire this crowd up. Here's Dorman. Throws the ball. Almost intercepted as Fortin went for the ball. Beautiful play by Richard Fortin.
Great play. I mean, he just closed well. It came underneath for the pick and almost came up with it. Boy, he had green grass all the way to the end zone.
Trying to see the number of the young man who, it's a single number. Could be Byron Matthews, number 6, or perhaps Adrian McLeod, number 8. Looked like a battle for that ball, and Richard Forden knocked it away. That'll bring up second down, 2nd and 10. Ball at the 15-yard line for Potomac. Dorman is going to be hit and held at the 6-yard line. That's Stokes making the block, making the tackle, along with number 54, Cameron Stokes. So it's Cameron Stokes and Carl Stokes combining on the tackle.
What a great play there by Stokes coming on the blitz. And that's what they're going to have to do. And if they can do that and keep him in the pocket, then they have everybody else following up with pursuit angles.
Here's the replay.
Look at him. He just shot through that.
The two Stokes in on him, number 54 and number 33. You can see that Dorman is not a happy camper at this point. Also noticing that 56, Augustus Parrish, back in the ball game. He the left tackle, but he is hobbling. Can barely stand up. They're going to stop the play. There may be a delay of game. Usually when the referee drops it. Yep, the delay of game. They'll go half the distance back toward the goal line. Isn't it amazing how a football game momentum can simply turn on a dime?
And it can switch in an instant, Don.
You see the Aberdeen faithful, rain falling, but they're not leaving.
Yeah, quite a big crowd here tonight from Aberdeen.
Sure is.
Good following. Plus we have Superintendent Haas down here, and
with her son Robbie.
Oh, is Robbie down here?
Robbie's there,
right.
Yeah.
And Director of Secondary Ed, Mr. Volrath, down here. Former Aberdeen High School principal.
Yep.
So Aberdeen has a great following.
Here's the big play, 3rd down and a bunch, 3rd and about 22. From his own end zone is Dorman. He's going to run the ball. He fumbles! Let's see if Aberdeen got the ball. As they unpile, it looks like the ball will be retained, but it's going to be 4th down. They'll have to punt the ball away from their own end zone.
And
will the Wolverines?
If I was Potomac, I would take the safety right here.
Oh, okay. Interesting call. If I'm Aberdeen, I go for the block.
Aberdeen would go for the block, but if I was Potomac, I'd take a safety.
That would make it 25-15 and give you the chance to punt the ball away from your 20.
Because he's got very little room back
Nickens to punt it away. It's a low kick. He does get it off. Avery Willie fields it. Willie looking for a block. Gets it down to the 31-yard line. You may remember the game that we covered, I forget which game it was, that Avery Willie, I think it was Haverty Gray, said he was picking the ball up like a shortstop, that oblong ball, just fielding it. He did it that time. Great field position for Aberdeen. Let's go Eagles. Can I do that?
You sure can.
Thank you, thank you. We can be a homer here, Nate.
Well, since you were a former teacher there, you got a right to root for your home school.
Home school, and it's Harford County and against Prince George's County. What interest do I have in Prince George's? None. Here comes Stokes.
It's that toss sweep again. I mean, that's there all night for them.
Good job by Sean Lewis out in front, along with Cameron Stokes, number 54. Carl Stokes sweeps that side and picks up a good 5 yards on 1st down. I tell you what, a touchdown here, make it 25-19, 25-20, or 25-21, depending on the extra point.
Aberdeen's got to go for 2. And they're going to have to.
Well, I'm watching 56, Augustus Parrish.
He is hobbling.
He can barely walk. Inside handoff, that's Lewis. He's going to be hit and held. Good tackle made by Adrian McLeod, number 8. That's going to bring up a key 3rd down for Aberdeen. They're still going to be short by about 6 or 7 yards for the first down.
This is 4-down territory for Aberdeen. Being down, they got to go for it. They got to get Stokes back in there and toss sweep to the other side. Try a toss sweep right. I mean, they like to run that toss sweep left, but
Here's a big play. 3rd down, 7 yards to go. They've got to get inside the 25 to the 23. Henderson throws the ball. It's going to be incomplete. Looked like it's almost a tip play from Galloway to Philip Brown.
But you can see how that ball just floated on him because he's not able to push off and follow through on that ball, and the ball's going to sail.
Here's a key down, 4th down and 7 to go. Long 7, maybe a short 8. Ball's resting inside the 30 at the 29.
Here comes Avery Willie in. Let's see if they do some sort of misdirection. Changing it up with speed here.
Avery Willie instead of Carl Stokes in at the tailback. 4th down. There it is. It's the option pass. He's all open. Philip Brown has it. Touchdown, Aberdeen. Avery Willie, touchdown pass of 29 yards.
A halfback option pass. What a great call by Harvard and his crew. He's going for 2 now.
And partner, you called that. You said some sort of a changeup. Here comes a replay. There's the pitch. Here's the throw. Beautiful throw. Perfect spiral. Philip Brown catches it. Boy, and you know that was an eternity for that ball to come down. Please don't let me drop this ball. He was so wide open. 25-19. We're back in the ball game.
It's a new ball game.
.58 seconds left here in the 3rd period. We've got a full 12 minutes to go as Aberdeen does go for 2 points. There's the pitch. That's Stokes. Stokes driving, but he won't get there.
No, he didn't.
That's okay. 6 points will tie it at 25-25. So, still another touchdown, and we're back right in this ball game. My goodness, you go back to the halftime, 25-7. This game was over. We were packing up. Some people who didn't have faith, not you and me, of course.
No, not you and I. We're here for the duration, and we're seeing a heck of a ball game.
Wonderful job by Coach Joe Harbert and his staff. I mean, and the Eagles. What character they showed to come out and just pick themselves up off of. It looked like just dead, and now they're right back in the ball game. And the key, Dorman, the young man who came back in for Potomac last series, but didn't look like himself.
No, he's definitely not himself, and he that just takes a dimension out of the game for Potomac when they lose his mobility.
Does Cody Martin go for the onside kick here?
No, you don't want to give them short field. You got to kick it deep.
He'll squib it.
Oh, they did go for an onside.
And it didn't work, as you well predicted. Covered up by 52, and that's Nicholas White. And a very good field position coming up for Potomac. He'll put the ball down.
You got to execute on that. You want to give them the long field, not a short field.
I honestly can't look in his mind, of course, from here, obviously, but I think he was trying to squib the ball, not necessarily onside, but he didn't hit it well enough to get it past that first line. Dorman is in the ball game, number 3. Dawson in motion. Dorman's going to run the ball. There he goes. One man to beat. That's Galloway. He's got him beat. Now Willie cuts it back inside. Still on his feet. And down he goes at the 10-yard line. Well, if we had any doubt about the condition of one Mr. Dorman. Wow, what a run by Harold Dorman. Here comes your replay. Dorman just simply will take the ball and on the quarterback draw. As he outrun Devron Galloway.
He just outruns everyone.
And then the great moves. Finally taken down by McVeigh. Just outside the 10-yard line, they can pick up a first down without scoring. 25-19, and now it's up to the Eagle defense to come up with a big, big play.
Big stop here.
The give.
That should be the last play of the
Titan Trabue.
Should be the last play of this third quarter.
3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1, and that will end the third quarter of play. We have 12 minutes left for the state title in Class 2A, Aberdeen versus Potomac. Aberdeen down by 6 points at 25-19, but Mr. Dorman, and I have to call him Mr. Dorman, that's the kind of respect I'm developing for this young man, brought his team back on his shoulders, took the momentum right away from Aberdeen and put it back on his side.
Yes, I mean, one play.
What a run. What speed he had. I mean, Devron Galloway, this young man is as fast as they come.
He just outran him.
Accelerated right by him, and then Avery Willie came over and slowed him down, and finally Ryan McVeigh came over and made the tackle. The touchdown saving tackle. And now we can only hope for a mistake.
Or a stop, because I don't know if they'll go for, they have a kicker.
There you see some of the Aberdeen fans, the faithful, and the rain coming down in, I wouldn't say torrential, but it certainly is raining hard.
It's getting heavier, yeah. Definitely getting heavier.
Of course, the stadium field, that artificial turf, the composite turf, I guess the best way to describe it, perfect shape. And remember that the Ravens played here on Sunday. They played a game Thursday night. They played a game last night. And they played a game just before this one, and now this game. And it looks pristine.
Yeah, that's the advantage of having a synthetic surface like this. I mean, it just wears very well.
Well, let's see what Aberdeen can do now with 12 minutes left in the game. Second down, about a long 8, maybe a short 9. First down they can get just short of the goal line. Harold Dorman, the quarterback, has the ball, cuts it inside. He's going to be hit and taken off his feet. Good job by the Eagles. Cameron Stokes in on the play, number 54, along with Ryan
McVeigh. Third down already. So we got third and about 6, 3rd and 7.
Yeah, 3rd and almost 8. Yeah, in fact, he lost a half yard. It's about 3rd and even a short 9.
3rd and 8.
Let's see what Harold Dorman comes up with. He'll send Keith Dawson out to the right side, along with Reynardo Harold in the slot. Eye backfield behind him. Still with the ball. Looks like a screen coming up. Flag goes down.
It's going to be holding. Decline that.
Holding, but he is tackled as Sean Lewis comes through and makes the tackle. Looks like Lewis may be hurt as well.
Negative offsetting.
2 flags down. Let's say we're certain the one call, we're fairly certain that it has to be holding. It looks like both flags were for the same penalty, holding. You could decline it, it brings up 4th down.
Yeah, I'd decline it here and make it 4th down.
Because
if they take the result of the play.
Yeah, they lost about 10 yards.
They lost
anyhow.
10 yards, so the ball.
So you get the down and the distance. 4th down now.
Big play.
Illegal block in the back, they're saying? Okay. Right,
yeah,
Nate confirming that it was the illegal block in the back rather than the holding. Timeout is called by Potomac. Well, what a great stand this would be by Aberdeen if they could stop the Eagles, stop the Wolverines and take the ball over. Amazing heart on the part of this Aberdeen Eagle team.
Shows a lot of character and no quit in them, and just staying focused on their goals, which is to win the state title.
Their only loss of the year against Joppatown, that at midseason when they had 8 fumbles and lost 5 of them. Joppatown, no disgrace in losing to the state champions. So now if they can win this game, they will be state champions, and Harford County will have an unprecedented for them 2 championships in the same season.
Which is a tremendous feat.
Oh, incredible.
Especially with the counties that we have in this in the state of Maryland.
24 counties and 4 championships available, and Hartford wins 2 of them. I think that's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Well, let's see what happens. And it looks like they're going to attempt a field goal, or at least it would appear so. It's going to be no good. Aberdeen will have the ball. Eagles will take the ball at the 10-yard line as Ryan McVeigh will take it. I don't have a 60 on my roster, the young man who kicked the ball, so I'm just going to have to say that the kick was no good, and Aberdeen does stop them with 11 minutes to go.
That's a big stop. Now they got a long field. They got to get a controlled, sustained drive here.
Mark, answer me this. If McVeigh had let that ball simply bounce around and not pick it up, it would be a dead ball, and wouldn't Aberdeen get the ball back at the line of scrimmage?
It would have been a dead ball, and it would go back to the line. I'm not sure, line of scrimmage or the 20.
Here's the handoff. Off the right side, flag goes down. Well, that could be a face mask, I would hope. Nope, holding against Aberdeen.
Looks like Carl Stokes come up with a shoulder injury.
Maybe one of those stingers that they call them in the shoulder area. These officials from Washington County, way out west. Well, it gets not so way out.
Not so far. Hagerstown area, yeah.
Yeah, that's sort of semi-west. Terry Posey, the referee, Steve Jordan, the umpire, Ron Miller, the line judge, the linesman, I should say, Bob Banicki is the line judge, and Dave Gardner is the back judge. And right now, Aberdeen in a hole at 10:53 left. They can't afford a mistake here. Avery Willie in the backfield, replacing Stokes. Henderson inside handoff. That's McVeigh. Boy, what an all-purpose player Ryan McVeigh is, both defensively, offensively, in the backfield, catching the ball.
Yeah, he's a utility player out there, Don. He can do it all. I mean, he can catch, he can run. Haven't seen him throw, so.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll just save that. Avery Willie showed us he could throw on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, definitely. Here comes Willie back into the game. Let's see.
Stokes, of course, still out.
Are you going to catch him off guard here?
Well, I don't know.
The same play again.
I don't know. Deep in your own territory, I may go a little conservative here. Coming up on 10 minutes left in the game. Second down, just about 10 yards to go. They got back the 5 they had lost on the penalty. Flag goes down.
It'll be a delay of game.
It will be a delay of game. That's going to cost the Eagles half the distance. Again, they'll be back at the 5 with second down. Second down and 15 yards to go. They've got to get out to the 20 for the first down. Dangerous territory here for the Eagles. They need a big play, but they cannot afford a turnover that would just about doom them at this point.
Yeah, at this
down
point
by 6 at 25-19. They're back in the ball game. And Stokes is back in the ball game for Aberdeen. Henderson. High as Galloway goes up and tries to make the catch. He's hammered by Adam Powers.
You can just see how that ball just is sailing on Aaron. It's just going high on him. He's not able to just get a good plant and throw and follow through.
Really dangerous here being third down. If they don't get the ball out of their deep territory, then they're going to have to punt the ball from their end zone. And Sean Lewis has had a great deal of difficulty punting the ball tonight in this bad weather.
It'd be nice if they can get at least five more yards out of this, at least, to give them a little bit of room. It's tough to punt when you have your goalposts in your background.
Henderson on the draw. That's going nowhere. That's almost a safety.
And that gave them even less. That gave them even less room. He's got 11 yards to work with.
The ball is going to be placed down just about at the maybe 1 or 2.
And he has to punt it.
And he cannot step on that back line. If he does, that's a safety.
Yes. He is very close.
And of course, being up by 6, a safety costing you 2 points would not be a good thing. Almost blocked, but he does get it out. It's going to be a very short punt. It's going to come and hit dead and come out just about at the 30-yard line and now the 31 as Ryan McVeigh touches it dead. About as good as you could hope for.
Yeah, the day of flag looks like it's going to be running into the, oh, they're calling personal foul.
I love it. Thank you.
15 yards and a first down.
Thank you, Mr. Terry Posey. So showing some respect to the official.
That's a personal foul. That's an automatic first down.
That is a great, great call in terms of helping Aberdeen. I didn't see, I was watching the play and I didn't see the player from Potomac run into the kicker, but they're going to say that he actually roughed the kicker. And that should be a 15-yard penalty, which should be enough for a first down anyhow. Well, let's let the officials.
It wouldn't be enough for a first down, but it usually results, a personal foul usually results in an automatic first down.
Let's see again. No, they're going to get, it is a first down. They're going to move the chains.
Yeah, it wouldn't have given them a first down because it was like 17 yards or 18 yards, and now
it's a first down and 10. And
it's
that
first
again,
and 10.
Mark that in your playbook. That was a big, big play. If Aberdeen now, given this reprieve, if they can do something, instead of Potomac having the ball on their 31, on Aberdeen's 31, Aberdeen has the ball, first and 10. Inside handoff. Eagles slugging it out here. All they need to do is score, and they make it 25-25, and then an extra point. They go ahead.
They can pull ahead. That's correct.
Who would have thunk it at the end of the first half when Aberdeen was down by 25-7, going nowhere, and now it's 25-19. And if Aberdeen can go on a long drive, Mark, and use up most of those 8 minutes, they could score with almost no time remaining.
Left. That's right. And we've seen long drives by them this year.
Here's the pitch out. That's Stokes. Devron Galloway with the block. That'll be a first down. Beautiful run by Stokes, who came out a few moments ago with that shoulder stinger and is back in the game.
Great run.
8:11 as the clock stops as they move the chains. And suddenly we have the Florida State / Atlanta Brave chant.
/ Aberdeen Eagles chant.
I'm not sure how that relates, but
I don't either.
First down and 10. The ball at the 40-yard line, or actually inside the 40. Fumble. Stokes picks it up, but he's going to be hit deep in his backfield and taken down all the way back at the 15-yard line. They may give him forward progress to about the 20. It seemed as Henderson tried to pitch the ball, he got hit and the ball came loose. Stokes went back and picked it up, but they're going to lose huge amount of yardage, about 15 yards.
What a loss. That's a devastating. Second down and 32.
There's not a lot of plays in your playbook to go 7 and second and 32. Clock stopped at 7 minutes and 18 seconds left in the game. Aberdeen down by 25-19. They trailed 25-7 at the half. They've scored 2 touchdowns here as we are in the 4th period.
That is just a. I don't know that I agree with that spot because he was driven back.
I agree.
From about the 20, and they should have marked his forward progress.
Henderson rolling, hits his man McVeigh, but McVeigh can't hold on. Seven minutes, 6 seconds left in the game. Well, regardless of the outcome, Mark, just that Aberdeen could pick themselves up off the floor and get back into this game. Amazing.
Definitely. I mean, it just showed a lot of fortitude and just coming out of here and just coming back and staying in it and keep competing.
There's the pass to Stokes. It's complete. Beautiful tackle as Stokes is taken down at the 32-yard line.
I would give them a little bit of
made by Byron Matthews.
Give them a little bit of room to punt the ball down the field.
That will bring up the fourth down, fourth and now about 13. As Mark said, the big thing is it gave them much better field position. And now if they can get a decent punt, it could give a long field to Potomac. Sean Lewis in to punt the ball away. Snap obviously ultra important in this case. There's a low kick. It's going to go out of bounds down at the 42-yard line. Effective, Mark. Not a great punt, certainly not a pretty punt, but no return.
Aberdeen's got to come with a big play here. I mean, I think you're going to see Potomac try and run some time off this clock, maybe go to the running game. Of course, I could be wrong on that, too. Just guessing.
Yeah. You know, if you're up by 25 to 19, you know, do you go conservative and say, well, we're not going to make a mistake, we're just going to try to slug it out and let our defense do the job? Or do you play the kind of game you've been playing all along? The difference is that the Dorman that we've seen in this half, except for that one big run, is not the Dorman we saw in the first half.
Yeah, that's right. He's definitely...
Another timeout. Now, this is, I think that's their second timeout, perhaps?
Yeah, that's their second.
And if so, that means one timeout left here in the second half. And if we were to get to the point where Aberdeen tied or went ahead, that would leave Potomac with very little room to work the clock.
That's right.
So right now, Aberdeen needs a big play. If they can come up with a fumble recovery, and remember it's raining out there, that ball is very, very slick. You can see the rain gear. There's Matt Button from the Aegis newspaper, one of the truly nice guys in Harford County. You know Matt?
No, I don't know Matt.
Well, you should. He's a good guy. Yeah. Takes good photos, too.
I'll take Donnie's word on that, Matt.
Well, yeah. He's...
Am I okay to trust Donnie on that?
Thank you. I wouldn't steer you wrong.
Prediction.
He's related to the Button family. He lives up in Forest Hill. A very well-known family in the county. And a good guy. Send your check, Matt, to Don Morrison, care of... Well, here we go. Let's see what Mr. Harold Dorman can come up with. Looks like it's the reverse.
That reverse again.
But they've got it strung out, do the Eagles. And out of bounds he goes. Down he goes. The he being Reynardo Harold. I think he stayed in bounds, so the clock is running at 6:01. Coach Joe Harbert.
Yeah, he's going to have to do something as far as using some timeouts here in a little bit.
Yeah, the clock not yet a factor, but certainly soon it will be. Eagles down by 6 points.
Well, they're going to milk it. I mean, Potomac's going to milk the clock as much as possible. I think they believe that Aberdeen does not have that quick strike capability, but we've seen them come back pretty quickly.
Second down, a loss of 2 on that play. 2nd and 12. Here's the pitch back. Cutting it up past the 45-yard line. That was Titan Trabul. Haven't seen a whole lot of Titan here in the second half. It's a good gain of maybe 7. That'll bring up a third now. Just about 5 yards to go. Maybe a long 5. Been a long night of football, but a very pleasant night of football.
Sure has.
Choppertown winning that 1A championship in great fashion over Bell, and now Aberdeen coming back, hoping to be able to get a chance to get the ball back. 4 minutes, 37 seconds and counting left in this game. Handoff fumble. Let's see, does Aberdeen, get
Aberdeen
it?
picked it up.
No, let's see now.
Aberdeen has it.
Aberdeen has the football. The Aberdeen Eagles have the ball on the 40-yard line. The recovery made by Richard Fortin, number 7 for Aberdeen. And there's the break we needed.
That's a big break, and let's see.
Here comes the replay. Let's see how this happened as Fortin comes off, and the handoff just simply dropped by Trabue. Ball bouncing around, and there you see Fortin reaching out with those quick hands and pulling the ball into his body.
You can truly see that. Good shot there.
Nice job by the folks in the truck. Now here's Aberdeen, 4:28 left. The ball on the 39-yard line, just outside the 39. Inside handoff, that's Avery Willie. He's got a block down to the 28-yard line.
And that's a good mix of just bringing Avery, because it's a change. He's a change of pace back and brings that next dimension to the Aberdeen offense there. Great change of pace for them.
Mark Wisminski, would you like to be anywhere else in the world rather than right here, right now?
No, don't.
No, this is where it's at. Well, my English teacher wouldn't be happy with what I just said. But here's Willie. Still on his feet. Avoids one tackle, but is taken down.
Short gain of 2.
Yeah, about the 25-yard line. Avery Willie, a tough young man, not a big guy at all. 5'9", 175-pound junior. Clock is running at 3:49. Ideally, Joe Harbord would like to see his team use about 3 minutes and 40 seconds of that clock and score as time runs out.
That's correct. He wants to not give them the opportunity to have the ball back to kick it off.
The flag goes down. Let's see.
That might be a neutral zone infraction against the defense.
It's 44, and that's what the call is.
Encroachment.
44, which is Sean Crow. You could see that he had his feet across that neutral zone. And that's a big break for Aberdeen. That makes it, instead of 2nd and 8, it's now 2nd and 3. You can do a lot more things at 2nd and 3 than you can at 2nd and 8.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is a very manageable thing. Aberdeen can, I mean, they're setting up the left side for a wide toss sweep here. Let's see if they run that toss sweep to the left.
Willie, and there it is. Cuts it inside. He's got the first down. Down to the 15-yard line. Nice call, partner. 3 minutes, 18 seconds. Clock stopped as they reset the chains.
How momentum can shift so quickly.
Lady Mo now on the side of Aberdeen. They start the clock again.
Mother Mo.
Mother Mo. Well, it could be Lady Mo too. First down, 1st and 10. Pitch, it's Willie. One man to beat. Oh, beautiful tackle. That is textbook by Corey Coles.
Great open field tackle by Coles there coming up on Willie.
Corey Coles had a great ball game. He's got 2 touchdown pass catches in the first half. Made a brilliant tackle, just exactly if you drew it up and said, here's a textbook, here's the way you do it. Loss of about a half yard. 2:34 and counting. Ball at the 17-yard line.
It'd be a great play to hit McVeigh on a little
Willie
pop.
in motion. There's McVeigh. No, incomplete. That pass to Phillip Brown. Tough play. I mean, it looks easy from up here, but that wet ball, and you're going across the middle. You're worried about being hit.
Well, McVeigh was wide open coming down the outside, and they come back to it and just hit him if Aaron can see it.
3rd down now. 2:23. Clock stopped on that incompleted pass. Eagles down by 6. A touchdown, they tie it. High formation. Lewis and Stokes. Lewis and Willie, that is. Here's the pass. It's going to be caught. McVeigh! Touchdown! Touchdown, Aberdeen! We have a tie! Touchdown, Aberdeen!
Did we not call that play?
You know, you partner, you're scary sometimes. You are scary.
Hitting McVeigh right on that little route. That was the exact same play, basically.
I'm telling you. Here comes a replay. It's tied at 25. Watch this touchdown pass. Great catch by McVeigh. Avoids the young man who had just made the great play, Corey Coles, and goes in for the touchdown. And here is the point that could put Aberdeen ahead. Good snap, good placement. Kick is blocked. The kick is blocked. We're tied at 25-25. Henderson to McVeigh. That pass was 15 yards.
Boy, what a new ball game, though.
25 to 25. Let's go overtime. Let's play until midnight. What do you say? The superintendent is here, and if she has to stay till midnight, maybe she'll give me a break tomorrow morning. Do you think?
She might, if your annual report's not due.
No. Mrs. Haas is a wonderful lady. She signs my paycheck every week.
Mine too.
But she doesn't excuse people not coming to work. She has this thing about people coming to work. I don't know what it is. Well, 2 minutes and 19 seconds left, and we're talking about overtime, but don't forget Harold Dorman. With that much time left, you see Aaron Henderson. What a gutty game he's played on that bum ankle that he has.
Let's see what they can do. And we talked about that from the first game, how important those extra points are.
And give the Potomac Wolverines credit. They came through and blocked that. They didn't. It wasn't a bad snap or a bad placement.
He's got to kick the ball deep. And
well, you can see that the Potomac team is not respecting this kick at all. There's the line drive pooch kick. It's fumbled around and covered at the 27-yard line. I honestly think that's what he was trying to do that last time when he hit it and looked like an onside kick.
You're going to see Air Dorman coming up here right now.
Air Dorman, there we go. Well, Mr. Air Dorman can throw one that can be intercepted, too.
That's true. But
overtime in high school, let's talk about it. Mark, it's from the 25-yard line. Each team gets a chance to have the ball. You can get a first down. You can score either a field goal, a touchdown, an extra point, a two-point conversion, and then the other team gets the ball.
Yeah, that's correct.
And they alternate in possessions. Of course, we're 2 minutes and 17 seconds away from that.
That's the last timeout, so that could really hurt them.
I believe you're right. I think they took 2 timeouts. I think that's their third.
Yeah, that's their third. Aberdeen has all 3 left.
Oh, that's what it says on the scoreboard, right? That's 0. Thank you.
TOL stands for timeouts left.
Timeouts left, and that would be 0. Aberdeen has 3. Potomac has none. Joe Harbert, I mean, how proud must he feel now of this team that was, I mean, 25-7 at half? There's no way you're going to come back from 25-7 at half, but they've done it.
No way. I mean, and they just showed a lot of character. I mean, that just takes tremendous character here for this team.
And they did this against Edgewood in that first playoff game where, you know, they lose, their season's over. They're down 20-0, and they come back. They're down.
That's why they're here. I mean, that's why they're in this final game. You don't get to this game by being a slouch. This takes 4 quarters. It takes 48 minutes of football, and you know, the game's not over till it's 0-0-0.
And then sometimes, like tonight, it might not be even then. Here's the halfback pass. It's going to come back to Dorman. A flag goes down.
They have linemen downfield.
That play is going to come back.
They had several linemen downfield.
It was a well-conceived play, except the linemen forgot that they have to hang around. Now, is this one of the loss of bounds?
Oh, they called holding. No, that's a holding penalty they called.
That's a 10-yard penalty. It'll still be first down, but it'll be first down and 20 yards to go. So instead of gaining about 8 or 9 as they did, they'll lose 10 and retain first down. 2 minutes, 6 seconds left in regulation. I'm trying to remember. I think one of Haverty Grace's state championship games, and I forget which one. I shouldn't bring it up if I could remember the whole story, but they went like 7 or 8 overtimes and finally won it to win the state championship. I believe that's the case, and I could be corrected on that, but I do remember that 25 years ago or so. If not a championship game, it was a game that Haverty Grace played. Dorman now back in the shotgun. He'll throw down the middle. He's got a man open. Incomplete, just overthrown. That's Keith Dawson Jr. He was open but couldn't catch up with the ball.
They gotta not allow anybody to get behind the deepest man, and that occurred there, and they were lucky. Dawson really got behind their deepest defensive back and was able to split the seam. They need to pull some people back and flex that secondary. They can give them the underneath routes. I wouldn't give them anything deep.
In other words, you would play the prevent defense.
Well, I mean, I would just flex their secondary a little bit deeper and give them anything underneath and not give them anything deep. I think you gotta. I would pressure them with the linebackers.
Seems like that's what they're doing. Galloway is back at the 40-yard line. He's back about 25 yards.
He's playing free. He's just reading the quarterback there and just playing free safety.
Dorman throws it. Incomplete. Intercepted. Intercepted by Galloway. Tipped off the fingers of Dawson. And now Aberdeen has the ball on the 35-yard line of Potomac. What a play by Galloway.
Big play. Big play. Awesome play. Now Aberdeen's got to just calm down here. They got 3 timeouts and they need to be very good clock managers here.
1 minute, 49 seconds. Here comes the play. Here's the interception. What a play by Galloway.
That's the old tip drill that they practice. That's something that they practice, picking the ball up after it's tipped. Great
Beautiful
play.
replay.
Great presence of where he is at on the field and going down low to pick that ball.
1 minute, 49 seconds to go. Tied 25-25. Inside handoff. Remember, Aberdeen has 3 timeouts. Picked up very little on that through the middle. That was
well, with this field position, he can't play for an overtime. He's got to try to move that ball vertically down the field and try to score.
Hasn't used that first timeout yet. They're taking their time. It's 128, 127. Lost about a half yard on that play. Back to throw. Henderson gets it off. Incomplete. Coles moves on the ball. That'll bring up a 3rd down now. 3rd down and 10. The ball at the 35. You know, Mark, on the other hand, you don't want to do something that would give them the ball and allow them to intercept and go all the way. You're assured of at least an overtime, and you know that your momentum is on your side. So the argument is, do you play conservative and play for the overtime?
Not here. I wouldn't play with their field position at the ball at the 36-yard line. I would not play. I would play for the win right here. I would not want to go into the overtime.
I agree.
I think they got to move the ball vertically down the field, and this guy's lining up off sides again.
But they didn't throw the flag. Well, yes, they did. Yes, here's the flag on the near side. That's Sean Crow, and it seems like 44, the defensive stand-up defensive left end on our near side, is simply putting his left foot in front of the neutral zone.
That's just a mental error. That's twice, and you gotta coach him not to do that, and he's got to watch where he's going. He's trying to get a little head start.
Shotgun formation. Here they come. It's complete to McVeigh. Close to the first down. McVeigh struggling. He had to get across the 30, the 25. Almost a face mask, too. It looked like they had their hands up near the face mask. 56 seconds and 55 and 54. Still 3 timeouts left. 50, 49, 48. Timeout now. Finally, Joe Harbert says timeout.
He's got to manage that clock better. He wasted almost 20 seconds.
I believe what he thought was they were going to call in the chains for a measurement because that ball is right at the 25-yard line, and that's where the first down marker is. But you're right, they lost about 10 seconds.
They lost almost 20 seconds. He was waiting.
Yeah, but with 3 timeouts, of course, you know, you could use one anyhow without waiting. But
right, that's correct. And he's got to calm his kids down not to rush.
It is 4th down now. 4th down, and they haven't put the ball down yet. The marker on the far side says they're about a yard short. It looked like to me that McVeigh actually got the ball nosed across the 25-yard line.
Yeah, they didn't give him very good forward progress. That's right. So this is a big play.
Referee is
It's a big play. This could be the game right here.
They gave him no mark at all. Here it is, 4th down, 4th and 1. Quarterback sneak coming. Nope. Pass. Oh, caught by McVeigh and dropped. Caught and then dropped by McVeigh. Boy, that play had disaster written all over it. He almost fumbled, did Henderson. It was almost intercepted, then almost caught by McVeigh, and then fumbled by McVeigh. Whew, a lot of action in a period of 2 to 3 seconds. Ends up being a turnover now to Potomac as they hold on down.
That's a big missed opportunity.
Here's the replay. You saw that ball was in and out of the hands of a Potomac defender, in and out of the hands of McVeigh. All it ended up being was nothing.
Pass.
That was an interesting call. Had it worked, we would have said that was a brilliant call. And then now you look back and you say, all you need to do is get a half yard. Can't you get that with a quarterback sneak? Ain't it great to be a Monday morning quarterback on Wednesday night?
Here we're going to see that.
38 seconds. Let's see if he airs it
vertical.
out. He surely will.
Air it out right here.
Let's intercept it and go back all the way. What do you say? Dorman, he's going to be sacked at the 20.
Call timeout.
They have no timeout, so Aberdeen is calling the timeout. That's exactly what they do. Now that's amazing. Now that's only 2nd down. You call a timeout and give him at least 2 more chances.
Well, what you want to do is, if you get an incomplete pass, it stops the clock.
Right.
And then.
But Dorman has now, with the clock stopped, if he can hit an out-of-bounds pass with the kind of talent he has.
That stops the clock too, though.
But that's my point, that if you let the clock run down, you go for the overtime. This way you give Dorman a chance to beat you. That's what makes football so much fun.
It's a strategy game.
It really, really is. 25, 27 seconds and counting. Oh, what a move, and down he goes. But he does not fumble. 20 seconds, 19 seconds, and now timeout again. That's Aberdeen's last timeout.
Last timeout.
So now neither team has any timeouts left in the regulation with 19 seconds left in the game. 25-25 is the score. You know, if you had this game on at home and you, let's say, went away to perhaps do something else rather than watch the game at halftime, and you come back in and it's still playing, and it's 25-25, and you say, I'm stupid. Why didn't I stay with the game? Shame on you. Right, Mark?
They'll have to tape it. They
That's
should just
correct.
have their VCRs on, or TiVo, or whatever it is. Their digital recorder.
This has
record
just been a most exciting night. The Joppatown Mariners winning the Class 1A state title 26-6 over Bell from Western Maryland. And now Aberdeen down 25-7 at the half, comes all the way back and ties it up. Had a chance to win it, but Potomac blocked the extra point. And so that's where we are at 25-25. And taking a knee is Dorman. And with no timeouts left, that's exactly what they're doing. They're now going to play for the overtime. Reviewing one more time what's going to happen. They'll go out, they'll flip a coin, and they'll decide which team will get the ball first. They'll put the ball down at the 25-yard line. You get 4 downs. You can pick up a first down at the 15, a first down at the 5. As long as you keep your downs going, then you can score either by kicking a field goal or by scoring a touchdown, and then you get the choice, 1 point or 2 point. If you go up by it's always good to have the hammer. It's good to be the final team. That way, if I score a touchdown, go for a 2-point conversion, don't get it, I'm up by 6. All I have to do, if I'm the other team, is score and then kick the extra point.
Those extra points are hard to come by tonight.
If I kick the extra point and I'm up 7-0, the other team takes the ball, up in this case 32-25. Then they come down with a choice. If they score, do they kick the extra point and tie it again, or do they go for 2 and win it, or not get the 2 and lose it? I personally think, although I've gotten into lots of discussions with some great football fans, and Mark, I'll ask your opinion, I think this is the fairest way to decide a game.
Oh, I think you have to give each team the opportunity to place the ball and score. With the way the NFL does it, is ridiculous.
Horrible.
Horrible. To just give one team an opportunity on one drive and a field goal would end it.
Sudden death. I heard a stat the other day that said that that's really a false thing, that the team that gets the ball first doesn't win an inordinate percentage of the time. And if they do win, it's not with that first possession. But I still don't believe that. You flip a coin, you get the ball, I may never get it back.
That is true.
Baseball, you play extra innings, both teams get equal shots. So to me, this is just the best way to do it. You put the ball on the 25. You get a chance to go in 4 plays, just like regular football. Nobody comes off the field. It's not like a soccer shootout where you take a goalie and a player, which is a very artificial way to end a game. I'm telling you, this is so exciting. I just can't express myself how exciting it is. I've been on the edge of my seat so far that I fell off once. And Mark, thanks for catching me.
You're so welcome, Don. Who would have thought?
Approaching 20 minutes till 11 here on Wednesday night. We have had 2, just outstanding displays of football. One, the Joppatown Mariners just simply dominating Bell. And now Aberdeen being dominated in the first half by Potomac and coming all the way back to tie it.
What a tremendous effort by the Aberdeen Eagles.
Waiting now for the explanation being given by the official. I'm sure he did a much better job than I did in explaining how this works.
We should have got our mic down in the huddle there, huh?
I didn't know we had Mike in the booth here. Oh, our microphone. I'm sorry. I thought you wanted to have Mike run down there and find out what was going on. I got confused. I'm sorry. It is, and we're getting just a little punchy here as the witching hour approaches. Aaron Henderson, number 4, and Carl Stokes, number 33, 2 of the great stars for Aberdeen all year long. Mark, we've had a chance to interview both of those young men, and I have to tell you, there's the kind of kid that you would want to have as a son.
Definitely. They're both great kids and are great role models for their school and their community.
Ryan McVeigh, number 85, and also Manu Cooper, number 55, the other 2 captains for the Eagles. The officials now conferring and trying to decide what's going on. Terry Posey, Steve Jordan, Ron Miller, Bob Budnicki, and Dave Gardner, the officials. That's Terry Posey. Looks like the Eagles will get the ball first, I believe.
I think in high school they may
put it
spot
on the
the ball
10?
at the 10.
You mean that big explanation I gave you was for college?
That's college playoff. High school
is the 10-yard line.
Is 4 plays from the 10. And they can kick a
field goal right away.
Field goal.
In other words, if the other team doesn't score and you've got a good field goal kicker like a Shane West, you may want to kick that field goal on first down.
Yeah. Aberdeen may want to just go back to that shoot. It was almost like a shoot route that McVeigh scored on down here. They should ask the official to place the ball in the left hash.
Now, if you intercept the ball and you can't go 85 yards the other way, it just means that you get the ball as an offensive team, I believe. Is that correct?
I'd have to check that out. I'm not real sure.
No first down. They've got to score in 4 plays. Here's Avery Willie. Another great tackle. That's that same Coles young man who came up and made the tackle before, Corey Coles.
He's going to, I'm almost convinced he's going to have to throw the ball in the end zone to try to.
Looks like the rain has pretty much stopped. Loss of 1.5, almost 2. Second down now.
Sit on the left side.
McVeigh is in the slot. Devron Galloway, number 10, to the far side. Here's the pass. That's Galloway. Galloway, touchdown! Touchdown, Aberdeen! Devron Galloway caught the ball, would not be denied, got into the end zone, and so Aberdeen is up 31-25. And now the strategy, do you go for 2, do you go for 1?
He's on with the wood. He almost has to go for 2. They've been able to block that extra point.
That's exactly the point I was making. Even if you score the 1 point, you allow the other team to have a chance to win. You're not certain that you can kick the extra point. You've had a couple blocked tonight. Here comes our replay on the touchdown. Watch this play by Galloway. He catches the ball. Brilliant catch right here, and then struggles and jumps into the end zone. What a play by Devron Galloway. What a nice job by the HCN folks to show you that replay.
Just a little short post route.
And for the first time now, Aberdeen is ahead for the first time all night, trailing 25-7 at half. They now go up by 31-25. 12-yard touchdown pass from Henderson to Galloway. Well, that's a combination that we've talked about all year long. Galloway has 8 touchdown passes on the year and now has 9. Aberdeen's great scoring. All right, they're going for 2, and they're moving the ball over to the left hash mark, and of course, beyond the hash mark, because those are pro hash marks. It's Lewis. In motion is Stokes. Henderson dives. It's a 2-point conversion. Now Aberdeen, the very least, they tie at this point.
That's correct.
Potomac will have to take the ball and score and get a 2-point conversion. Aaron Henderson, bad ankle and all. He knew he was stopped. He just took that 6'4" frame and dove for the end zone, put the ball across.
What an incredible play by Aaron. I mean, he just took a couple steps, and I think he saw the seam open up in the middle and just drove it right up the middle. What a great play.
All right, now Aberdeen, if they can recover a fumble, intercept the ball, the game is over. Potomac has to score a touchdown within 4 downs. If they don't, the game is over.
And they just need, I think Aberdeen should continue to pressure Dorman here and force him to scramble, because they're able to contain him this half.
33-25. Aberdeen leads by 8 points in overtime. And now here we go. A fumble, an interception, it's over.
Big stop.
Not much at all. Aberdeen, 1 person tackling, 3 people going for the ball. That's Adrian McLeod. And the momentum has certainly gone away from Potomac. That play, I don't think they've run that dive play, that off-tackle play or off-guard play all night.
No,
and here they go to it on first down in overtime.
And Aberdeen has no timeouts left because they only get 1.
That's correct. And they used it prior to going for the 2-point conversion. Coles flanking to the left. He's a young man that has 2 touchdown passes already.
They're spreading this area of the field out, and they better watch some sort of boot this way.
Dorman Looking to the end. Blocked! Is it intercepted? Is it intercepted? Let's see.
It's
The
Aberdeen.
game is over. Aberdeen has
wins the
won.
ball game.
Aberdeen is the champions, the 2A state champions. Aberdeen has won the state title, coming back from 25 to 7 down to win the game, 33 to 25.
What a tremendous game.
Woo!
What a tremendous
Sorry,
game
Nate,
by
I think I just
Aberdeen.
blew Nate's ears out. I'm telling you, Mr. Busminski.
What a great game.
Here comes the replay.
What a tremendous effort.
Oh, the Eagles, watch this now. You'll see the ball bounced up into the air. That's Lewis.
That's Lewis. And who came down with the ball? 64?
64. Could that be Willis Boykin? Willis Boykin
comes
with
up
the interception.
With the biggest play of the game. There's no doubt that that is the biggest play. That is a drive stopper, and that gives the Aberdeen Eagles the state Class 2A championship.
And Harford County goes home tonight with the big prize, 2 state champions. Joppatown wins 26-6 over Bell, and Aberdeen wins 33-25 over the Potomac Wolverines in the most exciting fashion imaginable, down 25-7 at the half and coming back to win the thing 33-25.
You just cannot believe what has happened here. And
you can see the fans just, it is something that I will never forget if I live to be 70, 60,
That's
80.
just a tremendous effort.
And these young men,
Great job.
Ryan McVeigh jumping and doing the Lambeau leap. What amazing pictures.
Superb effort by the Eagles. Superb effort by both teams. This is a game slated to be a state championship game between the Potomac Wolverines and the Aberdeen Eagles.
You know, people go
Both
back
teams
to
are well deserved being here.
Mark, people go back to 1969 and they talk about the John Carroll game against Bel Air, in which Al Neville played against Jeff Grants as the greatest football game ever played in Harford County. Well, this wasn't played in Harford County, but I'm telling you what, in terms of comebacks, I have never seen a comeback like this against a team the quality of Potomac. This team is a great team. Dorman is an exceptional, extraordinary athlete.
But he is. He's one of the best players I've seen playing this game in a long time at this level.
Now, we have no idea what happened to him at halftime where he missed that first series. There's no question he wasn't the same player, but that had a lot to do with Aberdeen taking the momentum away from him. And Aaron Henderson, you know, my hat's off to you, young man, a guy who certainly wasn't 100%. He was beaten and battered by Potomac, got himself up off the turf, threw the touchdown passes, did everything he had to do. I mean, look at the heroes. Ryan McVeigh, Willis Boykin, Carl Stokes, Avery Willie, a big touchdown pass to Philip Brown. And, you know, Joe Harbert, the coach from Aberdeen, and the entire coaching staff at Aberdeen. You just have to say to them, you know, way to go, young men, because who would have thought it? Who would have given them a chance to come back and win the way they did?
And congratulations to Coach Harbert and his Eagles on a tremendous effort on his team and just maintaining, and they just kept fighting everything that they did.
These are
Tremendous
second half stats. I think Chris just gave me some second half stats. It looks like Carl Stokes 46 yards and 7 carries. Ryan McVeigh 3 catches, 3 big catches, 1 touchdown in that second half. Avery Willie 21 yards on 2 carries. Quarterback Aaron Henderson 6 completions. Looks like Lewis 2 yards and a carry, and Philip Brown a 25-yard pass. Going to run down the scoring for you here if we could real quickly. We had in the first half, of course, the big half by Potomac. Dorman, their outstanding quarterback, to Nickens, scoring at 10:29, 6-0. The pass no good. And then an 8-yard run by Dorman at 6:24 made it 12-0. Aberdeen came back, a 37-yard Henderson to Stokes pass, 12-7 on the Martin extra point. but then it was 18-7 as a 17-yard Dorman to Coles pass, and then just before the half it made 24-7 and then 25-7 with a kick when Dorman hit Coles again. So that was the score at halftime, 25-7. But oh my goodness, the second half. Stokes, a 9-yard run as Aberdeen started creeping back. And then Avery Willie to Phillip Brown, a 25-yard pass with 58 seconds left in that period. Then Henderson with 2:17. It was Henderson to McVeigh, and that made it 25-25. And then the overtime period, it was Henderson hitting Galloway with a 10-yard, actually a 12-yard scoring pass, and then Henderson, the big two-point conversion, and then the man, Willis Boykin, comes up with the interception that ended the ball game, and Aberdeen wins it by 33-25, and there it is. That's the principal of Aberdeen. Look at the smile, Tom Zarensis. I'm telling you, the young man is near tears. How proud he is of his young men. That's something that in the annals of Aberdeen high school history will forever be remembered as one of the greatest victories the Aberdeen Eagles have ever had.
What a great comeback for them. Tremendous comeback, tremendous effort.
We just
congratulations
look
to
at them. Aren't they wonderful?
Mrs. Sorensis and Coach Harbert and his coaching staff on a tremendous season.
Just enjoy
12-1.
Oh yes, enjoy the picture there, seeing those young men. I mean, what a moment in their lives that they again will never ever forget, and what a privilege it's been for Mark Busminski and myself, Don Morrison, and the entire HCN crew to be here, to be able to chronicle this for you and bring it to you.
Yeah, what a great season. It's been a super season, a great way to end it and bring everything to a culmination here.
There's Avery Willie.
With two state champions.
Devron Galloway. I'm sorry. Just trying to point out some of the young players to you. There's Ryan McVeigh. Checking, no, that's not Ryan McVeigh. That was Sean Hermson that you saw. That was Sean Lewis, you saw, number 32. Well, Mark Busminski, it has been a pleasure all year long. It has been just a great, great season. Aberdeen and Havre de Grace sharing the title for county title. Joppatown coming from nowhere, winning 3 away games and winning the state 1A title. And the Aberdeen Eagles, as you said it so well. How could you capture a season any better than to come back from 25-7 down and win it by 33-25?
Like I said, I mean, it just showed great character and just tremendous fortitude in not giving up, and just they stuck with I think they stuck with the game plan. Threw a couple gadget plays in there to try to keep the Potomac Wolverines honest, and they caught them off guard. So great play.
Well, Mark, we're going to have to wrap it up from here. Our double header from M&T Bank Stadium where the Ravens play, and tonight we watched history being made as two teams for the first time in the history of Harford County won state championships, and ironically enough on the same night on the same field. Joppatown beating Bell, Aberdeen beating Potomac. 2 state champions, 1A for Joppatown, 2A. There's Forrest Weiss, the athletic director for the county, and there's the trophy being hoisted as the 2A state champion Aberdeen Eagles are taking the trophy back to Aberdeen. What a night, what a season.
Wouldn't have it any other way, Don. It's a great year.
Great year,
season.
Mark.
Thanks for bringing me on.
And thank you so much for adding your expertise. It's been a wonderful season. Hope you've enjoyed tonight half as much as we've enjoyed being here. 33-25, the win for Aberdeen, and there's the trophy as they take it home. Thanks, everyone, for our 10th season as we wrap it up. We couldn't have thought of a better way to wrap it up. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Don Morrison, my partner Mark Busminski. 2 state champions, Joppatown and Aberdeen. Good night, everyone.
You've been watching the HCN Sports presentation of the High School Game of the Week, showcasing the finest in local prep sports from around the county. Brought to you by Harford Cable Network, your county connection.